don't think you understand my situation. I don't hear from you all year. I did pretty well for myself. I can't keep getting the same beginner financial advice. You only care about me in April. What about the other 11 months? I don't need a high yield savings account. That's not a strategy. I can't keep doing this. It's not you.
Okie doke. Hello, everyone. Hello, folks. It's been a while. It's been actually quite a minute. This is the first time I'm streaming in 2026. My neighbors have chosen this to be the loudest time that they're all gonna hang out and congregate and make noise. Hopefully you cannot hear it. That's one of the things that always cracks me up in YouTube videos, and they're like, oh, you could hear the sound of the plane or a train or whatever nearby, and you never can. So I'm hoping that this is one of those cases as well. Thank you, Michaela. Sound is good. I nearly did not make my intended 7 o'clock start streaming time because I was stressing about my sound, but I have a whole setup that is going on right now. I always try to make it a thing that, like, every video that I make, every stream that I make improves just a little bit. And this one, the goal is to have the sound work and the video work. And I'm doing it from my Lego table, which in the past has had middling results, especially in terms of sound. There was one that I did where I was working on something Ninjago related. I don't remember what it was. Oh, the Fire Night Mech, where Michaela and I were working on it together. And yeah, the video was bad and the sound was bad, and we kind of made it work, but that's okay. I'm trying something a little different as well with this one. I have it streaming in landscape and also in portrait and vertical, so folks may see it coming in here from the shorts feed, which would be very cool. And hello to our shorts friends. Today we're building a fun one. We're building this set right here. This is the Ninjago Legacy Four Weapons Blacksmith. Speaking of that shorts feed, I'm hoping that everything is decently framed as well for our vertical friends. So I'm very excited about this. As y'all may know, Ninjago is one of my big favorite themes. I'm working on several videos right now that are kind of talking about Ninjago's legacies, you know, Ninjago's 15th anniversary, Ninjago Legacy that's coming out this year. Working on that store display video, working on a couple other fun projects, and in the meantime, we're going to vibe here. So I think, oh, I've also got, for those who would like to see it, I have here the 15th anniversary character display, which is very, very cool. Has all of our remade ZX Ninja on it, and in the back side it has this really cool little stickered piece that shows the battle between brothers on there. So I love this set a lot. I love that they're making sets for adults, or not necessarily for adults, but they feel a little bit more grown up, which I appreciate. I think that is cool. So, oh, and I've also got these in front of me. These are the build a minifigure minifigures that are figures. Build a minifigure characters that you can get. Here we have the Nia in her blue kimono. I took the liberty of adding her movie hairpiece to this to try to make it a little bit more show accurate. I think it's very funny that they finally released a version of Nia in this blue kimono, but they gave her the old style hair because this one isn't in production anymore. But I think that this is just about perfect to the TV show, which I'm very hyped about. I have Dareth here. I gave him his kind of moaning face. Let's just put that back to his regular face here. He's got his trophy, and I used the legs, the printed legs from the 2013 Dareth polybag to try to make that one look a little bit nicer, and I think together it makes a great combo. We've got Oni Mistake here, which uses the Legacy Garmadon torso here, and it has the Black Panther hairpiece, or Black Panther ears piece, has horns. This one's probably the least objectively cool one, but a lot of folks were looking for this one, so that's exciting. And a new Pixel minifigure. We haven't gotten a Pixel minifigure in a very long time. Hello, Marion. Dareth, exactly. We love Dareth. Dareth is, I was gonna say girl boss, but he is not. Dareth is just boss. So they're gonna be joining us. We have our ZX Ninja are going to be joining us. And I'm looking forward to this. I kind of think that this one might be a long one. So buckle up. 1 to 4 builders, 1,259 pieces for $100. Your price to piece value is pretty good if you're somebody who worries about that. You get, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minifigures, including this limited edition Legacy figure here, which is the previous Elemental Master of Earth. And taking a look at the box, it's got some score marks here, but I'm not really a box purist. I get a little bit box loving when it comes to sets that I feel like have inherent collector value. I don't try to really like keep them pristine, but I'm gonna make a fool of myself if I stick to my guns too much on that, because I do still have here my box for the character display, and I actually, oh, we're getting an ad. I'm going to, oh, I don't know if I can mute the audio, so you might just have to, oh, yes, I can. Hang on, I'll just do it this way. I'm playing music off of an iPad, and so I don't want to get too many ads. There we go. And we're back. Sorry. So I actually used a box cutter to get in here and cut this relatively cleanly so that I could seal this up and have it look as pristine as possible, just because it's, I don't know, I don't get this way with most sets, I swear, and I judge people who do get this way with boxes, but I get this way for like collectible, I don't know, really like collector's sets. Anyway, Coda, welcome. We're building Lego, obviously. That's what I do on this channel. I don't need to introduce that. Marion, you're also building Lego right now? Now, I know what you're building because we've talked about it offline, but just for the record, what set are you building? Because that is very exciting. And while you talk about that, I'm going to, again, use my box cutter technique. I guess for internet reasons, be very safe with knives and box cutters. I'm using it to cut a box, so I feel like that is legal in this case. I'm just going to try to slip it under here and break the glue. Gotta brace it with my torso here. Just the goal. There's a little bit of glue under here, and I know it won't be perfect, but it'll be pretty dang. Yeah, don't run with box cutters. Don't walk with box cutters. Don't do anything but cut boxes with box cutters, kids. There we go. We're going. We're making progress. This box is already kind of demolished, so what does it even matter? Oh, I'm gonna get so much flack for being a box guy. There's a local Lego resale shop near me. There we go. And I just like, since I was curious and I have some boxes that I'm trying to get rid of, I was like, do you guys take trade-ins for the boxes? And they were like, yeah, for like 40 cents. I was like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Pirates of the Caribbean. Hell yeah, dude. Or heck yeah, dude. God, I'm not a swearing guy. Maybe I am in 2026. Who knows? This is new year, new me. Brickstorian LLC does not endorse cutting towards your body for legal. Oh God, I did cut towards my body. Oh no, rats. Don't do what I do. Don't do as I say, not do as I don't do, and kids, and as I say and I do. Here we go. First off, sticker sheet. What an awesome way to start this off. Here we go. Look at that. And then look at this. Look like that, like, you know, it's stupid. I know it's stupid. But there's something satisfying about just being able to close it up and it looks, look at that. New sealed in box. New old unsealed box. Excellent. Lovely. So let's push these bags off and up. And here is our manual. I've all the other cool things. You'll have to let me know if that was too audio. If that you could hear the scraping on that. because I got a new tripod here that I have my camera on, and I have a new mic stand up here. And so hopefully there will be less jutters, because that's something I noticed recently while I was editing a video, is that I was shaking the camera a bunch, and that was a bummer. Big ad for Building Together. This is okay, so this is what I love about this. New tripod hype, thank you. It looks good. I happen to agree. I'll have to post a picture about it later, because I got it and it is kind of overkill. It's like 7 feet tall, and it goes out at a 90-degree angle, and you know, camera gear is I've talked about this before on streams, that I'm trying so hard not to go down the like camera gear rabbit hole that we just do it. Fully ignoring my accessory chats, I'm so sorry. Don't leave box cutters or scissors on the floor or on couches. You mean in between the couch cushions? Open scissors? I would never. I don't know what you mean. Why is it called an oven when you in the cold food? Out hot, eat the food. Anyway, I'm going to read off of this, because this, we don't often get this kind of spread. We get this for like Star Wars, where they're like introducing, or where it's like an Ultimate Collector series or something. This just, you know, we get a little background on it. So it says the Four Weapons Blacksmith is the first location visited in the 2011 pilot episode, where Master Wu found the ninja siblings Kai and Nia, and it finally comes alive 15 years later. The model is packed with details and references for Ninjago fans to take a trip down memory lane and relive the beginning of our hero's journey. Mwah. Hello, sir. He helping. And then we've got some pictures here. You got it like actually in the show, and then recreated next to it. Kai making his first sword, and then Kai doing the same thing. You've got the bed here with the painting over the top. Gotham is eating my hair. So unfortunately, he's going to have to say goodbye to all of you for the moment. We've got the map of the 4 weapons of creation, Spinjitzu. Got this picture of Rey and Maya, which they've recreated, and Lloyd and Pythor with when they're going on their crime spree, they have a "Don't Walking" sign, and God, he got hair all over my brand new manual. They recreated the "Don't Walk" sign, so that's cool. And we're into bag 1. Yeah, started calling Gotham Buggy. Yeah, he's a little buggy. He's a little guy. Justice or Gotham. Okay, we gotta find bag 1. So that's bag 4. That's bag 1. Yay! Oh my god, do we really get a brick separator? Where is it? Oh, it's in here. Okay, alright. Okay, bags to the ground. An excellent brick separator, because I don't have enough. Guess I'll put this one on the bottom. No, I can't put it on the bottom. Guess I'll put it... Oh, we have an ad. I feel like that really adds to the viewing experience. Apologies. So we'll put this on the stack. Tell them about the... Okay, so yes, there is an elusive green brick separator. So brick separators, as you may know, mostly come in orange, and occasionally, at this point in time, they also come in this teal color. Oftentimes for more adult sets, more collectible sets, ones that want to feel a little bit more premium. And that is cool, but there are other kinds of brick separators. There's one that is much larger and it's older, and instead of being straight down along this, it actually opens up out like this, and it's used for taking larger plates off. There is also a version of these brick separators that is green, just regular green, Lego green. And it came out in 2013 and was only in, I believe, 2 botanical sets. So it is the most, if I have my brick separator collection here, it is the most elusive item in the brick separator collection. We'll put this over here. I don't anticipate I'll be needing it because I won't make any mistakes, simply. And that's all there is to it. Okay, let's start with our minifigures. We'll start with Sensei Wu, who we already have over here from the character display. I'm looking for his beard. And you know what I should have grabbed was, before I started, was the original Sensei Wu minifigure and the original Nia minifigures, because they both are being recreated here. Let me go grab those. Your elemental power is green. That's about all I'll be doing of that voice, because it is a little bit of a stereotype. Well, it's not for Jackie Chan, who did it, but it is for me. Let me real quick, we'll build Nia here, and then I'll go grab my old versions of Sensei Wu Nia, and we can do a little bit of a comparison together. These weapons that she has in this set are very cool, because they are the same weapons that her original 2011 Spinner figure had as well. So just a fun little callback there that we love to see. Okay, let me grab those real quick. I will be right back. I said I would be right back. Here I am. So here we have original Sensei Wu and Nia minifigures from 2011. I don't know if my camera will let me focus, but I rather hope it will. So here are the two of them. Please. No, but you know what? We can do... There we go. Excellent. So here are the two versions of Sensei Wu. No, that's fine. One of them is from 2011 and one of them is from 2026. And they look pretty cool. Here's the backs on both of them. Keep in mind that this one is the newer one. The other one is older, so they've clearly made some changes. Boy, this really doesn't want to focus, but there we go. That's kind of, you can kind of get a sense for it. That and like that. This Sensei Wu figure on the left here has a tan staff, which is show accurate for the first time in set history. He's always had either this gold staff or just the regular brown one, both of which are kind of strange choices, but that's okay. And then we have our Nia comparison here. The one with the knives is the newer one. And as you can see, they are pretty much identical. They've changed up her design here a little bit. They've rounded out her waist just a skosh. And the new one has back printing. I wish this would focus a little bit better, but it's close enough. I'll make a video about it at some point. I just think that it's very cool. Some very, very faithful remakes, which I appreciate. Okie doke. So, settling back into it, we're going to take old Wu and old Nia out of here. They'll go stand guard back there, because I actually have not started building really yet. Sorry. There's a little bit of lag with broadcasting, which is so funny. Listening to a talk. Yeah. Sensei Wu, my love. Yes. The lighting is nice. Thank you very much. Marion is going to love Season 9. Why Season 9? Oh, yes. I know why Season 9. I concur. Okie doke. So we're starting off with these hinge pieces. This is probably the set of this year that I'm the most excited about. Like, I think that the Old Town set that also is coming out is very nifty. It has a bunch of cool minifigures. But the build, I mean, I'm intentionally not spoiling myself for the build because I worry about it. Or not I worry, like, I want to see it fresh for the first time. That's a funky piece. Never seen that before. Oh my gosh, what about the Pokemon sets? How are we feeling about the Pokemon sets? Out in the ether. Out in the ether, how are we feeling? Expensive. Yeah. Yeah, whoa, we have an ad that I'm going to talk through and turn down. Then I'm gonna hit skip and we're gonna turn it back up. Maybe one of these days I'll go YouTube Premium just to make that go away. Yeah, expensive. Expensive. I've been thinking about them a lot because they are expensive, but they're surprisingly, and this is a hot take, I know, they could be a lot worse. And I'm a little bit surprised that they aren't. Do Sensei Wu and Dareth join together in season 9 because that's the dream? No, they do not, but there's some fun Wu development. I think, like, looking at the price per piece value, which, you know, is, as we talked about before, certainly not everything. It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. And I think the thing that really is tone deaf of them is understanding their audience. Because if you look at this, like, I live in this Lego space. I'm also a big Nintendo fan. But I live in this Lego space primarily. And when I see a set for, what is it, $650? That's a lot of money, but I'm also used to, like, UCS sets that are $700-800. I'm used to, like, the big Death Star that came out that was controversial that came out this year is $1,000. And that is an insane amount of money, absolutely, but there's precedent for it. I think the mistake that they're making is with something like Pokemon, that's where they're starting off, is with these massive, super expensive sets. Because if you're primarily a Nintendo person, not primarily a Lego person, you're gonna just absolutely, like, that seems preposterous. A lovely comparison that somebody drew recently that I saw was that the Lego set is $650. That is more expensive than if you bought a Switch 2 and both Pokemon games, like both Scarlet and Violet. You could buy a Switch 2 and both games, Pokemon games, for it for less than the Lego set. And that is a crazy stat if you're coming at it from the Pokemon fan world. And I know that they will release smaller sets. These ones are just for collectors, and so I think that in terms of, like, objective value, I think that they're not, like, well, okay, let me rephrase, like, comparative value to other Lego sets, I think that they're not that bad. But it's just not a good look for those to be your first ones, because that is now forever the world's first impression of Lego Pokemon is, oh my god, that's so expensive. Tone deaf having a precedence that's grown over the years. Yeah, is different than starting at $600. Exactly. Because that's, like, even when Star Wars has their Death Star, and, you know, like I said, it's controversial, and love it or hate it, they've built their way up to that. They didn't start at whatever, at $1,000. They've made a bunch of it started with, like, $200 sets, $300 sets, $500 sets, $700 sets. Interestingly, just a fun little fact, there has never been an $800 Lego Star Wars set. They just went straight from $700 to $900, whatever reason. And then now we have $1,000. Like, there's build up. So I don't know. I guess because they know that Pokemon makes big money, they wanted to capitalize on that right out the starting gate. They figured, why wait? But it's gonna leave a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth, regardless of whether it's good value. People aren't gonna see it that way. That's not the discourse online, and so that's gonna damage them, which is a bummer for them. I guess maybe they wanted to start with a bang because they're so cool in so many pieces, but yeah, it's so pricey. Exactly. The elusive $800 Star Wars. Exactly. Oh no, snowstorm moment. Hopefully everything is healthy on my end. It's looking like it is, so hopefully that's just for you guys. We're already seeing people make their own versions of Pokemon sets with raw pieces. Yeah, exactly. I've actually got a couple lying around. Let me grab them. I don't know if any of these are exactly the most impressive little builds, but I've been meaning to show them off at some point. But I've got a little Lotad here I know that that's certainly not going to focus, but I've got my little Lotad. I have a little, what is this, Magneton? One of the magnet ones that floats around. I have a little Litwick who is asleep, and I think that he is very cute. And I have this Joltik, which I think needs some work, but he's kind of a first proof of concept. And imagine all of this being yellow instead of various shades of gold. Let me see, can I zoom in on him? Yeah. So imagine this, but with some improvements. And that's, put him there as well. And finally, last but certainly not least, is this Rhyhorn. He's the one that I'm probably the most proud of. He's got a big opening jaw here, and his shaping all around the back. I was trying to get that round shape pretty correct. Imagine that he's all various shades of Imagine he's all various shades of gray and dark gray and all that jazz. So those were my best attempts at Lego Pokemon. Who, you tell me if they succeeded or not, but I'd love to see smaller versions like that in a set. And yeah, if Lego doesn't do it, I mean, people have been doing Lego Pokemon for ages. It's so funny for how much people like absolutely hated on Mega for doing their versions of brick built, Pokemon sets. And now that Lego's released their official ones, everyone's kind of looking back at those Mega sets being, maybe I judged you too harshly. Which is like kind of right the worst case scenario for Lego. It could not get worse than that for them. We'll pop that here. One of the big criticisms that I've seen of people levy at this set, this one in particular, is that the base is too thick and takes up too many pieces. So we are going to have to judge that for ourselves. I've seen from the designer interview kind of why he did that. And we're just going to have to determine if it's worth it. Because we are the ultimate Lego critics here at the Brickstorian. Ooh, big plates. We love us a big plate. Right in there. Hold this assembly all together. Kind of wish this had a little bit more support where these two intersect, but that's okay. One of the things that I love about how pretty this set is going to look is how the base makes it feel like it's integrated into the world. So I hope that really looks nice at the end of the day. All I'm hearing is snow plows going past. Hopefully y'all are doing okay out in this snowstorm. Part of the reason that I wanted to stream tonight was because, we're all kind of locked in here. It's big, cozy weather. We have our cream cardigan here. And I was going to get like a hot beverage or something. But ultimately decided that I didn't really need one. And what if I spilled on something? So we'll call that not worth it. But hopefully you guys are doing okay, staying warm, staying cozy, having fun, all that jazz. Cozy snowed in vibes. Exactly. We've been hunkered down here. I moved my car to a parking garage for the night with plows going down the streets. That's probably smart, yeah. Oh, I grabbed the wrong piece here. Oops. Yeah, we've got, what made me think about it was the plow that was going past our place right now. We keep kind of poking our heads out to see what it's like out there, and well, we've lost sight of our cars at this point. They are completely buried, but that's okay. That's the cozy of it all. It'll be a problem for tomorrow when we have to go clear off the cars. Well, maybe not even be tomorrow because it's supposed to be bad all the way up. Ooh, look at this. We're using this little tiled off wall piece on its side to go here. I've never seen it used like that. Is this even going to be visible? Oh no, it's going down like this. Okay, so that's going to be a nifty little corner moment. I wonder why we bothered building in like this then. Building in this direction. just to make that be invisible. Feels like, I don't know. Whatever. A light tan? No, it's this? This is a cream-colored cardigan. What are you talking about? It's not light tan. Light tan is that color. And I'm... Oh, rats. I'm just about that color, aren't I? My point has been unproven. Oh, I see. You were trying to draw a comparison to the actual color. I see. I'm silly. Yeah, I'm the closest to either. Oh my gosh! So between my cardigan and my hand, I'm tan and light nougat, back to back. If anyone wants to build a mock of my hand, those are the colors I use. What about the one on the right under the pink? Well, this is pink, so this is dark pink up here. This is pink right here, where pink is retired. Then this is bright pink. And then in 2026, they're releasing a new color called warm pink, which I just watched a YouTube video about earlier today. But yeah, the nougats are generally considered the go-tos for skin tones. There's light nougat, nougat, medium nougat, and then you go into like reddish brown, medium brown, dark brown for darker skin colors as well. I'm glad that they... look at that rock work. That looks good. I'm glad that they came up with better names for them, though, because at one point they were being called just like flesh tone and light flesh tone and whatever, which is not really applicable to everyone for obvious reasons. So nougat is a cute name for it. Okay, we're doing more rocks. Oh, so we're totally covering this thing up then. That's... No, we're not. I'm silly. What? Am I silly? Yes. What? Oh boy, not an ad. This has become very not worth it in terms of the advertisements that we've got. I will have to find a better way of doing music. And that's what this whole process is about, right? Improving. Oh, it's that this needed to go here. Then this goes here. Yeah, so we're completely covering up this snop. So this, I'm not a fan of. If it's going to keep being like this, where we build little sub-assemblies like this and then cover it up, that's not my favorite. No one can hear me. No one can hear you on the stream. Yeah, you're also not making noise. So I think you're Gooch. You're Gucci, you're Prada. Hey, Jet, how's it going? Miss you, I absolutely did. I absolutely did. How are you doing, my friend? Whoa, we're losing pieces over here. Long time no see. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a I haven't really been on I have not been online a whole lot through the beginning of 2026. A bunch of life stuff keeps jumping up in my face and getting in the way. So I've unfortunately not been around. This is my first time streaming this year, which is fun. Uh-oh, these pieces are too big for me to be missing them. Yep. I've missed some steps. You guys are just such enrapturing company that I've missed several steps. Oh, yeah, both of these were supposed to have plates on here as well. One there, and one there as well. There we go. I got that. Jed, how's your new year been? Hopefully life has been treating you somewhat decently through all of this complicated world that we live in. Where's bag number 2? It's 12, also 6, 2, nope, that's 7, 2, here we go. Life hit me hard. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. That is a bummer. No matter what the consequences, or no matter what the circumstances are. That was a bummer. Uh-oh, my cat has also found a hair tie. Well, I hope you're like bouncing back and, you know, things are trending on the up and up. And if not, hopefully Lego brings you some chia here. 2 family members. Oh man. Yeah, that's a lot of bummers back to back. I won't read them out loud because I want people to have the option of reading difficult stuff, but yeah, no, that is absolutely a bummer. And college, well, streaming soon, not Lego, but Fallout and more. If you want to say hi, I will. Yeah, absolutely. Depends on how long this takes, if I'm being totally honest. I'm worried that this is going to take a while. I was doing some research on, like, how is this, you know, like, I don't know if you guys ever look up how long it takes to build sets, but I do. And it could be on here for a while, but I will absolutely stop by to some of your streams as soon as I can. Ooh, we're building a little tree moment here. Cute. But yeah, college is cool. What are you studying in college? Also, have you been in college, or is this a new thing? What's going on in the front here like this? Cute. Cute little rocks. Been in my spring and my sophomore year. Awesome. I remember college not especially fondly for me. I know a lot of people had a really good time. I actually just recently went back and found, so my degree was in voice acting and music composition, which is clearly serving me well as I'm building Lego for people on the internet. But I was in a film class at one point, and I found a video where I, for a film project, built one of the 501st battle packs, and did it as like a sound experiment, which was very fun. Maybe I'll try to dig that up and I could pretend that I did that recently. Studying integrative biology. What is integrative biology? Am I saying that correctly as someone who's not a biologist? Who has not taken a science class in far too long. Integrative. Yeah, biology. Cool. I think I'm reading that right. Got a lot of little flower pieces here. That's fun. It is for those who want to go to med school, either doing anesthesiology or radio. Okay. Oops, we got an ad. So is it basically, it's like biology for people who don't want biology to necessarily be their main thing, but who need to like learn biology as a kind of middle jumper step to something else? Integrative. Yeah, okay, cool. It's for those who want med school. Okay, cool. Cool. And I'm assuming then that is something that you're looking at, is going on to med school from there? Because that's kind of rad. Oh, emphasis on the 8. Oh, am I doing it? Is my British way of pronouncing things showing through? Is it integrative? Integrative? Yeah, that makes more sense, I suppose. That's awesome. What kind of, what flavor of med school are you thinking of are you looking at? Or sorry, what flavor med school are you interested in? I feel like people always word it as like a menu choice, like you're ordering something. Integrative. Yeah, all right. Mobby. Mobby. This is just a one. Yes. Pickle. Oops. Push that up more than I meant to. This is ostensibly where the whole thing is gonna pivot, so that's cool. And yes, I'll have the white pork, the integrated bio, and the cheesecake. Exactly. Jensen, hey, how's it going? Welcome. We're talking about biology, in addition to Lego. Your computer's imploding? Well, I don't know a physicist, but I do know an integrated biologist. Control-Delete is not opening? Oh no. Oh, you're really in trouble now. Who watches the watchman? Who task manages the task manager? I wonder why they use two little, these are called D-snot pieces, because their stud's not on top, but they also form a D in the back. I wonder why they use two D-snot pieces here instead of just a regular snot brick. They are only 2 plates tall, so I wonder if that had something to do with it. But given that we're adding a little green piece here, and then an ingot on top of it, I feel like you could have used a 1x2 snot brick. But that's just me. But what do I know? The biology of Lego. Honestly, you could do... I wonder if anyone's ever done, like, anatomical diagrams using Lego. I don't know why you would. That'd be kind of horrifying, probably. But, like, Lego as an educational tool is a thing. They make various educational Lego sets. I'm sure you could do biology. Says the man who knows nothing about biology. I took biology when I was in high school, which was much longer ago than any of you would expect. And whoop, I dropped a piece. Well, that's why we have extras. Yes, I took biology in high school, and my former science teacher before that did not like me especially much, and so he made sure that I didn't get into honors biology, even though I probably would have had a better time. So I had a really not bad biology experience, but my teacher was very old and very boring. And God, I hope that she doesn't ever see this, but I highly doubt that she would. And so I just had a bad biology time. And then I never had a good one to... I'm very... Okay, here's my hot take. I am very similar in my opinion of biology as I am in my opinion of dogs. I've had at least one, like, bad experiences, and then a bunch of neutral experiences. I've never had a good experience, like a really solidly good experience with biology. I've never had a really solid good experience with a dog. But I acknowledge that both of them are enjoyable and people like them. Any idea for the next theme of your minifigure series? I'm still working on mine, and I love watching yours. You mean my building every minifigure that I own? Because that one is actually complete. I've built all of them. Or at least all the ones that I own. So I've been working on some shorts that are minifigure themed. I've been doing some like cool minifigure Thursdays and some shorts where I go over some of the Ninjago anniversary figures. Whoop! We're getting an audio ad. We'll just turn that down. Instead, I turned it up. That's fine. And we'll turn that. Skip it. But yeah, in terms of long form ones, I am done. I have a decent question for you, my man. Shoot. What is your question? It's all good, Jensen. It means that you've got some old ones that you can go back and check out if you haven't seen them all. Or if you have, you can watch them again. I had a lot of fun doing those. It was very stressful, though, because I have so many minifigures, and none of them were, like, in their proper place. So I just had this whole table was just filled with minifigures all over the place. And I just felt like everything in my collection was, like, out of order somehow. Which was, stressful. I position this correctly? No, that's correctly. Look at that. We've got some family portraits on the wall. Cute. Can I get a bubble under this? There we go. A wall and a floor. May I become a moderator for your channel? I mean, probably. I haven't really put any thought into that, if I'm being totally honest. Back in my Twitch days, I had one moderator, which was my now wife, Michaela. I dropped a piece. There we go. And thankfully, I haven't had need for a moderator yet. I'm still trying to work out some way of, like, communicating with people off stream. I've done some, like, posts and stuff. Like community posts, which work okay. But I would love for a way to I don't know, kind of grow community feeling offline. So something like that, I feel like, would be a good place to talk about that. But I guess I don't see why not. I wish you could DM people on YouTube. That would be awesome. For many reasons, this being one of them, and also I wish that you could DM people YouTube Shorts. Same way you can, like, with Instagram Reels and TikToks. Because I have a bunch of friends who I want to send shorts that I see. But texting them, or, you know, whatever you use, WhatsApp, or what have you. None of those I feel like work quite as well. This is a very cool little window build. Oh, this is for the lid. Not the lid, the top of the window. Another one of these little, right? Like this? Yes. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. Is there any particular reason that you mentioned that? Like social media DM to communicate feels weird with my mods, I'll admit. Yeah, for sure. I'm aiming to get Discord at 21. I have a Discord that I use. The problem is that it's all for personal stuff. I feel like it's transitioning back and forth between a personal and a like public facing, like professional looking one. Would be a pain, effectively. But Discord is cool. I know I was talking to, or at one point I was talking to Randucci about having some sort of, or at least being present in like a Discord server. So maybe that's the solution. This is one of the things that I've been looking forward to in this build, is this little, using this cage bar piece as, well, I won't spoil it, but we're about to see it in just a second. Basically, it's going to be used as a window, which I think is an awesome little technique. I saw people be talking about it as like the ladder piece. There's a ladder piece that can be used as a window and was originally intended as a window and then got turned into a ladder. So that made me feel old, but that's fine. Just thinking, maybe I don't have any mods, and I am for a good number of people. Yeah, I will certainly think about it. I gotta go. Sorry for the short stay. When I get the chance, I'll watch the minifigure series. Looking forward to it. I appreciate that. And I've got some cool videos that are coming out that I'm already starting working on for the year. So I'm very excited about that. And I'll see you next time, either in one of my streams or one of yours. But thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. That was Jensen. I thought I was talking to Chet. I'm so sorry. That's very silly of me. Thank you, Jensen, for coming by. Yes, you should absolutely check out the minifigure series, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope it lives up to your expectations. There we go. We have a window. Kind of feels like it just sits there. It makes this wall double thick, but that's fine. Need to get another Lego? Absolutely you do. It's a fix. One of my friends, Marion, who I think is watching, we were chatting earlier, is building the Pirates of the Caribbean set, the big, what is realistically the Black Pearl, but they've decided to call Captain Jack's pirate ship, which is silly. And that set is absolutely gorgeous. Hard resetting my computer mid-stream. Mid-Sims update because it's totally frozen. Oh no, I hope your Sims update is okay. That is devastating. This problem is parents exist. Yeah. My Lego collection didn't really get out of hand until I moved out of my parents' house. Moved away from home, got my own space, and then, well, it's been many years since then, but it certainly helps. Long before time had an exactly. That's one of my favorite things about this set, is that it has this little, let me see if I can zoom in on it. It has the painting as a sticker of the fight between Wu and Garmadon, and that says long before time had a name. That's what it says in the Ninjago, and I think that that's kind of adorable. Well, listen, man, if you were ever looking to get back into Ninjago, this is the time. This is the year to do it. The Ninjago stuff this year has gone absolutely nuts, and we're only, what, a month into the year? What are they doing with spare pieces? They're going here. Bag, numero, trace. That's 10, that's 11, that's 8, that's 3. There we go. I'm looking forward to, there's some other legacy sets that are coming out that I don't have yet. One of them is coming out in March, and I'm medium excited about. And then one of them is this giant village set, which I think looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm just waiting to, I'm planning on moving at some point this year. I'm waiting to have more space to display it because I am running low. And that's a problem. Also, may I just say, I think Lego Smart Play is stupid. Ah, heck yes. I was waiting for someone to bring this up. Why do you think Smart Play is stupid? Because I have a lot of thoughts about it, and I want to talk about it. Well, I don't know if a lot of thoughts. Yeah, 15-year anniversary is awesome. Makes me feel very old, though. That Ninjago is 15 years old. Ninjago can nearly drive, y'all. These 6 little ninja can nearly drive. Well, this is cute. Little window panes, but they're solid instead of transparent. Number 1 gives Lego a reason to make their stuff more expensive, also ruins the backs of minifigures. Yeah. For sure, you are right on both of those accounts. My thought is similar to how I feel about the Pokemon sets. And we were talking about those earlier and how expensive they are. And they are absolutely ungodly expensive. I think it's all a little bit a matter of perspective, because there's a tech podcast that I listen to. Shout out to the Waveform podcast, a much larger YouTube, whatever, existent thing. And they were looking at it from the lens of, it was announced at CES, which is the Consumer Electronics Show. And from their point of view, it was the coolest thing that was announced this year at that show, because they're not in deep with our Lego community. And I think that that's so interesting, because it is so universally hated amongst the Lego, especially amongst Lego Star Wars fans, because of exactly that. It makes things super expensive, and it doesn't really look that good, does it? And yeah, and I think that's, ooh, this is a bed. That's cute. Wait, pause. Look at this little raised platform for the bed. That's adorable. I think that the technology is really cool in the smart bricks. Specifically the ways that they made it so that they like integrate with any Lego set. They can detect color, they can detect proximity, and all of that stuff, which was cool. I think that they've just, like, Lego Star Wars is already so expensive. It's just all unnecessary, because they can't do anything that a kid couldn't already do. Like, you know, that X-Wing has the like button on the back and it can go like pew, 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 pew. Great. I can go pew, 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 pew with my X-Wing. Like, of all of the things that Lego could introduce that are more technology focused, I would love light kits in sets. Something that Light My Bricks has been doing for ages. Something that other alt brick companies have been doing for ages are light kits integrated in Lego sets. That would be so cool. Make your modular cities, add light kits to them, and tack on, you know, $50 for them. And yes, your value goes down, but I think people would be willing to pay for that. It sounds though like stuff for kids in this instance. You can't make something for kids and then price kids out of it. Like, what parent is going to spend more? Like, this is so clearly for kids in my mind, at least, because no adult collector is giving a crap about the smart bricks. So it's clearly for kids. What kids are not going to buy it? They cannot afford it. There is no way that you're saving up. Like, if you save up enough money for, what is it? The TIE Advanced is $70. The TIE Advanced is $100. No, it's $70 for TIE Advance, $100 for the X-Wing one, and $160 for the Throne Room one. And I think no kid is being able to save up for that, because if they were somehow able to save that much money, they're buying a different set. They're buying something that has more value. If you're a parent and you're going to buy these sets for your kids, they're just not really worth it, right? But I think the technology is really cool. But and this is why I have such strong feelings about it, is because I feel so mixed. Like, I really want to like it, because the tech nerd part of me is like, you know, they've got gyroscopes, they've got proximity sensors, they've got accelerometers, like they can tell how close they are to other smart bricks. But really we're putting them in Star Wars sets. Famously, Star Wars fans were already so happy with what they've been getting, and you're gonna make that worse? Really? Some adults would go for the new Zelda set. Oh, yes. I want to like that Zelda set. Like, the Great Deku Tree, when that one was announced, I looked at that and I was like, oh, that's a really cool set. Too expensive for me right now. Like, I just can't afford it. I think it's way too overpriced. But it is a gorgeous set. Then this new Zelda set that they announced, I think looks butt ugly. I get that there's like nostalgia and it's like a, you know, Ocarina of Time thing, and Ocarina of Time prints money. But it's the same thing that the poor Lego Marvel fans are dealing with their like Endgame sets and their Civil War sets, where all of them are just gray base plates with minifigures on them. Like, it's the same thing Star Wars fans were dealing with when when the Obi-Wan show came out, and there was that gray base playset that was Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader. It had some really cool minifigures, but it was just an ugly set. And I think that that's all that Zelda set is as well, which is a bummer. Real quick side tangent. This is a really cool piece because I think it could stand for the Dragon Blades. I know that it's not because I've seen the designer interviews. What it's intended to be is a reference to Kai's original spinner set. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of it real quick. Kai spinner 2011. Yeah, here it is. The original 2011 Kai spinner had this sword that was like this double-bladed thing, and like what even was that meant to be? Well, anyway, the developers have added it into this set as well. It's just a fun little Easter egg. So we have Nia with her spinner weapons, and now we have Kai's spinner weapon as well. I'm gonna put that away. Yeah, we don't talk about Marvel exactly. So they're turning Zelda into Marvel, which is, what a sentence I never thought I would say, especially not tonight. Lego is expensive. Lego has always been expensive, and it continues to be expensive. That's something that I stole from a much more popular YouTuber, Jang Bricks, who talks about like Lego is an expensive European luxury toy, and that is true. I think that they are a little bit like pushing good faith and pushing what people, I mean, they're there to make money, so they're gonna always try to make as much as they can. But Pokemon hot take: Eevee and Pikachu are the only ones at the right price. I still think that Pikachu is a little bit overpriced. I think the Eevee one is good. I will absolutely be buying the Eevee one. Like that'll probably be my go-to like Yankee swap gift in 2026, because it's so recognizable, and it's $60, which is a lot, but that's a good, like, I'm spending a little extra on someone that I love kind of thing. Maybe not Yankee swap, but gift in general. Something that we were talking about earlier is that similar to the smart brick, it's a matter of perspective. Because if you come from the Lego world and you see, like if you're doing the part per piece math on that set, it's $650 for way more pieces than you would expect. And so in terms of Lego value, you kind of, it could be a lot worse. And it actually, like, parts per piece value is a pretty good deal. But that's not where most people are coming at it from. People are looking at it from the point of view of Pokemon fans. And if you're a Pokemon fan and you're seeing $650, that's insane for that giant one. Because you could buy a whole Switch 2 and both Pokemon games that came out for the Switch 2, Scarlet and Violet. You could buy the whole Switch, the whole console, and 2 Pokemon games for less than the price of one Lego set. And that is going to destroy that set for Lego. Because I know that they're making smaller sets later on for, you know, more kid friendly and everything. Great. But this is the public's first opinion. They should not have led with giant collector sets, because that will forever be how people remember Lego Pokemon, is as this giant, unaffordable, monolithic thing. Yeah, they did a really bad move. It's like, you know, say they come out with, I know that they're bringing Smart Brick as well to Pokemon, which I'm sure will drive up those prices even more, which is going to be insane. But like, they clearly will. Pokemon is at the end of the day for kids. They clearly will make some cheaper sets that are more kid focused, and that's awesome. But they should have led with that. Anyway, here we are with our Blacksmith Kai, which is the very first outfit we see him in the whole show, which is very cute. We'll give him, he's got his little hammer, and we've got a little ad. Theoretically, he's got some little tongs somewhere in here. Here they are. Got little tongs. And he's got his little sword that he's going to bend. I think that this is awesome that they finally made this. People have been wanting this for a very long time. I'm sure I'll make a video about it at some point because we did not think we were going to get it. And it comes with the new hair and head design, but I have, for the sake of this video, brought over one of my 2011 Kai minifigures. I'm going to take off his hair and his head, and I'm going to put them on the blacksmith, so we get this one. Look at that. Look at how cute he is. That looks awesome. There we go. And we'll put him, I'll leave him with his old hair, and we'll put that over there. Okay, back to where were we? Not that I mean with their instruction manuals. Oh gosh, what did they do with instruction manuals? Because I'm currently working on a video about instruction manuals. I don't know if I've heard this, but I am seated. I am sat. Oof, I've broken a nail in the process of building this set. That's devastating. I just recently heard a YouTuber talking about, like, he was like, thank goodness I have pretty hands, or like, not pretty, but like, thank goodness I don't have ugly or hairy hands, because I do all this Lego stuff with my hands. It got me thinking about, like, oh my god, do I have ugly hands? I have absolutely no idea. I don't think I do. But I do work with my hands, and there have been a couple of videos that I filmed where I had to do close-ups and my hands look gnarly because they're all beat up from work. Little TMI behind the scenes info on that. All in all, by the way, this is the first half of the set done. I think that this is really cute. Has the little bed here, little armor stand, and the whole thing kind of swings together and then swings open. Wait, no, this will be swings open like that. We'll see. We'll see. But that base feels, no, I don't know. I have mixed thoughts about the base. Two little arches here. Yeah, Jet, the suspense is killing me. What are they? Okay. So the Creel house with Stranger Things includes arm printing in the manual. This arm printing is shown on Will, but he doesn't have arm printing. Oh no. They copied this from the Harry Potter Ron arm print. So did they use... Well, wait, does the minifigure have the same torso as the Ron one? They just like copied it and didn't bring over the arm printing as well? Or is it an entirely new torso piece? They just gave it Ron's arm print. Either way, yeah, that's a bad look. They just pasted on the Creel House instructions manual. It's something that I've noticed is becoming a weird trend, is mistakes in instruction manuals. That's insane. Something that will pop up in this, and we'll talk about it when I get to it, is that they actually, well, where's the box? There's, on the front of the blacksmith shop, there's this sign here, and the instruction manual actually has you put that on upside down. And that's kind of crazy to me. Like, you know, I just, how many people do they have? One person can make a mistake, but how many people do they have reviewing these instruction manuals and people aren't catching that? It doesn't feel great to me. Same torso and everything, just no arm print. I'll also say, for the Creel House example that you're given, feels weird to copy a torso, because that Creel House is like such a big deluxe collector's item. Why copy a torso? Why not make new graphic design for it? That just feels, I don't know. It's one thing, like I think of, for example, in Ninjago, there are some minifigures like the Benton, who's the former Master of Earth that we'll get to in this, where they reuse a city minifigure's head. And I feel like they can kind of get away with that, especially with heads and stuff. But the point being, Ninjago is kind of a cheap theme. And they can stretch the budget a little bit because it's original and who cares. It's not a collector's item until this year. For Stranger Things, something that's that high profile, I feel like they should pour a little bit more thought and effort into it. That's a bummer to hear. Because they're running out of ideas. Yeah. Cyberpunk did a Harry Potter joke? And I'll throw out there, I think it's strange that Lego is still making Harry Potter sets. I get that it's very popular, but I feel like with all the public turmoil that's come from J.K. Rowling, and, I know that there are a lot of different political perspectives on it, and I don't want to get into that here and now, but I think that I'm surprised that Lego as a company is still continuing to work with somebody who is that publicly outspoken about a thing in general. I feel like they are a company who would prefer to hedge their bets and just not get involved with somebody who's making a big political statement like that. And I kind of would rather that they just not engage.
Many of us struggle to get help, but
people kept running into a wall in Cyberpunk, so Cyberpunk made a wall for people to hit and called it Platform 9 3/4. I love that. That's adorable. I just recently played through Cyberpunk, the whole thing, for the first time. I still have to play the DLC, Phantom Liberty. I started to play it and I just didn't get as far because it doesn't have quite the emotional resonance as I would want. But the actual base game was one of the best gaming experiences that I've had in recent memory. That and Horizon Zero Dawn have been my big draws. The games that have gotten me back into gaming. I think you read that wrong. I heard 9 3/4. It's 69. Platform 69 3/4. You're right. No, you're right. I didn't read that correctly. Good lord. That's very cyberpunk. One of my favorite sets that I got for Christmas this year that I have not built yet, but I'm looking forward to it, is the Cyberpunk, the set that's based off the Cyberpunk game. The Horizon not Cyberpunk game, the Lego Horizon Adventures set. I also have the Tall Neck set sitting around somewhere that I look forward to building both of those and having just a little Horizon area. Phantom Liberty is more prone to edge runners. Was the other stuff they added in from the oh, I didn't know it had stuff added in from the show. That makes sense. I just feel like the thing that got me hooked into the main game was I wasn't expecting to get as emotionally invested with when you meet Jackie and you have that friendship and everything. I think it's sweet. And then so as soon as you get going on the original heist, I don't want to spoil it too much for anyone who might not have played. Once you get going in the original heist, you're invested because I don't know. The story was just gripping. The characters were good, were well written. I cared about them. I wanted to see what happened next. And Phantom Liberty, not as much. I just felt the president is fine as a character. I think everyone's a little underbaked. So, that's a bit of a bummer. You watch me stream, I'll show you the items. Yeah. True. Could you imagine a Lego Cyberpunk set? That would be super cool. They'll never, because they can't, but they can't even make Overwatch sets without regretting it. I wonder why we use this piece here and not just a brick. Why we use this little wall piece. That's maybe a strange choice. But oh well. Not much I can do about that. That's the stuff in the base that wigs me out. Oh dear, I've missed a bunch of pieces. I have too many leftovers. That's not a good sign. This is like this. Looks like this was supposed to have gone here. Then I have two of these. The katana is whatever. I have two of these and one of these that I seem to have missed somewhere. Oh, I was supposed to build two of these. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, you have one of the Overwatch sets? That is awesome. I just saw recently that somebody went in and built one, there was a canceled Overwatch set that somebody was able to find the set inventory for and basically rebuild it from from like the canceled promotional photos, which I think is super cool. I love, for those of you who didn't see it a while back, when Lego was doing a thing with Pick-a-Brick, and they accidentally put every piece available on Pick-a-Brick. Every piece that has ever existed, whether it's retired or not, was on Pick-a-Brick. And at the same time, they made it so that you could search for pieces within every single set that has ever had a set number. That's important. Let me say that again. Every set that has ever had a set number. That includes sets that have been canceled. So like I saw it because I was in the Lego Dimensions subreddit, and there was a Lord Vortek pack that never got released, that got canceled because the game got shut down, and people were able to find the pieces that were supposed to have been in it. And that was kind of huge for that community. People found it with the Indiana Jones canceled set that never made its store shelves a couple years ago. They found it with the Overwatch one as well. Yeah. And I think that that's very cool that that is now public knowledge. I feel like we never get, like people who are big in the gaming space get these kind of leaks all the time. We never get leaks in the Lego world. Real proper, like we hacked into the files and we have the leaks kind of thing. Now let them make Lego Valorant sets and just watch how that goes. I just found some canceled sets on Amazon. Canceled sets or retired sets? How'd you find canceled sets on Amazon? And an ad. I'll find a better way of doing music before next time, I promise. Just get these awful close-ups of the side of my face every time I go to fix it. Ah, retired. Okay, that makes more sense. I mean, hey, that's still cool. Which retired sets did you find? I just recently at a local store found Ninjago City Markets, which just retired. I was planning on getting it for Black Friday sale, and by the time I went to get it, it was all sold out, which was a bummer. But I got it. I got my hands on it. I ended up paying way too much for it because I thought that it was going to skyrocket in value like the other Ninjago City sets, and it probably still will. But I ended up paying like 500 something for it, and it's currently going for probably a little over 300. So that's not a good feeling. All Overwatch except for Junkrat. Ah, gotcha. Well, it just means that there's more for you to hunt down. The thrill is in the chase, never in the capture, as they say. Bird-eater, how did I do this? There we go. This is a very pretty little floor pattern that they've done here. That's so one of the other sets that I have recently acquired that I'm looking forward to building is the Lego Rivendell set. That's my biggest humble brag. And the floor pattern in that set is just gorgeous. And I'll think about this one as a little mini version of that to keep me satiated until I have a new place with shelf space to display it on. Junkrat is my beloved. Been there through every hard relationship. Aw, buddy. Yup. I have unfortunately never gotten into Overwatch, so I'm a little bit out of the loop, but seems cool. And the fact that there were, like, I love little Lego themes like that where they only existed for a couple sets and then it got canned and now they're like these cult classics basically. I think that those are some of the coolest sets in Lego history. In Brickstory, if you will. Boy, the one thing they never tell you about streaming is when you tell a dumb joke, there's no one to laugh. are alone with your silence. I still have the Coruscant gunship in pristine condition. I've still got mine in pretty good condition too. I have it set up over next to my Ghost set. The Ghost and Phantom 2. I mean, not the older one that is ungodly expensive. Still, I maintain one of the coolest sets that they've come out with recently. I had an idea for a video, and maybe you've got some thoughts on this. Is like, what sets still spark joy? You know, the like Marie Kondo thing of like something sparks joy. What sets still spark joy in my collection? And the Ghost and the Coruscant Guard gunship are both, well, I might have to rethink the Coruscant Guard gunship. Like sets that exist that I have and I'm glad that I bought, versus sets that I bought and now just kind of are sitting there rotting on my shelf because I never ever look at them. I think that would be an interesting conversation point. Remember when Lego broke its own rules? Lego's broken its own rules a million bajillion times, and Overwatch is one of them. But which one do you have in mind? Which one specifically? Ooh, we're doing a little tree thing again. That's cool. I like that they got the red looking trees from Ninjago accurately captured here. Because that's an absolute vibe. The 18 plus figure set? What? No. Pray tell, what is this figure set? What is this figure you speak of? This was not correct. Uh-oh, am I gonna have to use a brick separator? I don't know if I have one handy. Ugh. No, I don't need one. That's fine. Oh, the pimp, yeah. The one in, what was it, the Ghostbusters set? I think? That's hilarious, though, that they made a pimp set. I love when I love little things like the Space Police 3 fans. There's a minifigure in that is a criminal and also has a squid head, and so people have started calling him P Squiddy. I love that. There's a regular police set. Well, there you go. They made him a criminal. I suppose. What more could you ask for? But that's funny. That's strange that they decided to do that. But you know, Lego makes strange choices, and that's okay. Where are we at? This is front piece? Yes, front piece. I like that you can kind of pop this up. I wonder if you're still going to be able to pop it up once the set is all together. Have it be like its own little mini vignette stand. I wonder how this is going to come together something. Oh, I bet it's like that. I bet that piece goes on there. I'm a genius. Kind of want to pop it on early, but you know, I'll be patient. Okay, where are we with this? This, like this. Came with a woman. It was a space set, actually. Space Police. It was a limousine with Brick Daddy. Okay, yeah. Give me 1 second. I actually have a Space Police manual here that has what you speak of. Here is. Whoop. Nope. Not an ad. But I'll get copyright struck for those. Here's a Space Police manual from whatever year. And here are all the sets in the back. Let's I bet the one you're talking about is this one. Does it have their names somewhere? That's P. Squiddy, by the way. Those of you who did not know. No, it doesn't have the names of the villains. But yeah, I bet it's that one. The things that I keep on hand. This one is in terrible shape, but the things that I keep on hand at all times. That's why I have a camera and I talk about it on the internet. This was in wave 3. There were 3 waves of Space Police. Never mind, shows what I know. That's what I get for talking big talk. Pop that on there, pop that on there. There we go. These little orange flowers are very pretty. Honestly, I wonder, I know that like when they design Lego sets, they have to design it to a budget. I wonder with this set, if it was designed to a particular budget and it was designed to be like a, I don't know. If basically we're using up pieces to try to meet a part quota, or if it was always designed to be like this, because I feel like this is so much, so much down here that doesn't even hold anything in. Some of it is very important, but just I have a hard time feeling like all of it is essential. Oh, I really want to support the designer because Lee Chi Wing is a lovely, lovely human being. So I'm always hesitant to say bad things about him. But we'll see. We'll see if it's worth it. I've got a really awesome spot for this right on my... I've decreed one of my shelves is a Ninjago Legacy shelf. So it has some Legacy old ones from the 10th anniversary and some new ones from the 15th anniversary. And this is going to be the centerpiece. I'm such a sucker for this kind of thing too. Like, this is such my demographic. There was no world in which I wasn't going to get all of the Legacy sets. Especially because this time around, they are actually putting in more of an effort to make them look like they did in the show originally. Like, this is extremely show accurate, as are the other, well, I guess except for the Titan mech. But that's pretty show accurate. The character display and the blacksmith both are very, very show accurate. So I am predisposed to like them a lot and want to get them. It was smart on Lego's part, is what I'm saying. I have Dua Lipa's Levitating stuck in my head, and that is not helpful in this moment. Okay, there we go. That's our total footprint then for the build. And then these two, oh, that clip's in there. That's why we put the clip in there. That's cool. So it actually, it does quite hold together if I pick it up like this. But then we open it up and close it up. Can I see the Space Police one more time? Yeah, sure. If you tell me what year it is too, I also have the catalogs from those years that I'd be happy to show you. There you go. Hopefully you got a good look at that. Come on. Sit down again. Yeah, absolutely. Check it out. Let me know what you find. Oh, a bummer. So, you know, at the bottom of Lego sets, they have a minifigure walking along. Well, this set has just a 15th anniversary logo walking along the bottom of the set, which feels like kind of a waste. Interesting, too, they gave me an extra one of these plant parts. Oh, there are way too many. Yeah, there's some extra pieces here that I forgot. This is something that I noticed, like, as I am building sets on live on stream, is that I make way more mistakes than I would normally. Where have I forgotten this piece? There's no way that this is an extra. Nope, I have that one there. Let's see the back side of this. Oh, yeah, I got that one. Oh, it's right here. There we go. Okay, it's from 2010 catalog. I've got that. Let me be right back. I'm gonna go grab that. Okay, I apologize for stepping away. I have, this is my box of magazines. These are club magazines, spring 2010 and summer 2010. I have both of those. Oh. Space Police. Where are you? There's Atlantis. City Games. Toy Story, Ben 10, Duplo, Universe, Space Police. Okay, this is the set that I was just showing off. Okay, and that's... They don't show it in this one. So it's not in spring 2010, summer 2010. There's a table of contents, and it's not on the table of contents. Oh, power minus. Okay, Space Police. Here we go. Brick Daddy. It's this one. It's the Lunar Limo. I don't know how close I can get that to camera with it being in focus, but there it is. It says, Big Daddy runs his criminal crew from the luxury of a stretched-out space limo driven by Jawson, equipped with super cool space weapons and an escape pod in case Brick Daddy and his gang need to make a fast getaway. Brick Daddy is one tough crook to catch. Good thing the Space Police Commandos are up to the space chase. Includes 3 minifigures, Brick Daddy, Jawson, and Space Police Commando. Doesn't come with a worker, but I would believe it. And I would believe also that they put like weird stuff in the like lore of the characters. Either way, super silly. Okay, we are now moving on to bag number 6. after going on a brief history trip. Dang. These have a very specific smell, which is such a strange concept, but there is a distinct smell to Lego pieces. You cannot convince me I'm wrong. I suppose just like there is with everything, though. It just smells like plastic. Oh, this set's gonna look just so cool when it's all together. We so rarely get Ninjago sets that are, like, spaces, locations. It's usually like vehicles and stuff, which is fine. But it's good to get a really proper looking location that's both a play set and a display set. This goes along. No, like that. There we go. Okay. Now we're building walls up again. Space Police was a strange theme, but it was fun. Space Police, that one's Space Police 3 specifically. There were 2 Space Police. Oh, I bet that's what you were when you were saying Wave 3. I bet that's what you were thinking of is I bet you were thinking of the fact that it's Space Police 3, which is the 3rd generation of Space Police, not the 3rd wave. They had 2 versions of it before, like the Blacktron. There's like Blacktron 1 and Blacktron 2. There's Space Police 1, 2, and 3. They only had one thing of Mtron though. I've just recently picked up some Blacktron and Mtron figures, and they're going on a Lego history shelf that I have that's like dedicated to the theme in a non-specific way. So I've got some Blacktron, some Mtron, some Knights Kingdom, some Power Miners, some Chima, some CMFs that I think are just pretty, or not pretty, but cool looking, I guess. They're cool, they're not pretty. And that is where there's a Lego store that opened near me somewhat recently. And I was able to get an exclusive, I was part of the grand opening thing for that. I was able to get an exclusive tile from it and a cool set that's like an opening of a Lego store, which is very cool. Hope you stay warm. You know what? I hope you stay warm. How are you doing out there in this big winter weather? That was kind of the vibe that I wanted to have for this stream, was like cozy. Like we're building, it's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. But in here, we're warm and we're building Lego. So I've got my cardigan, which has been pointed out to me is actually, no, this is tan. Yeah, my cardigan, which is tan almost. Almost Lego tan. Because, you know, everything's got to be described in terms of Lego colors. It's very important. Where is the other? Here it is. Just a bunch of crates. This is a great sub-build. We'll be starting homework soon, but finishing it tomorrow. I hope you have a snow day tomorrow, as a lot of folks do. It is nasty out there. Oh. Let's build up here. Procrastination with representation. Yes, exactly. The ADHD runs strong in the Legos crowd. Lego. ADHD and autism are us. piece. There we go. Oh, we get to do a little plant out here with a little flower. Cute. And this is our back wall? Yes. Sweet. Oh, this is gonna look so cool. Look at the tolerance on those two pieces right there. They always look like they're gonna, well, maybe because they're a little bent out. They look like they're gonna hit each other, but they just barely, I mean, they physically can't. They just barely. Oh, that's so cool. But love the Fallout show. I don't care what anyone says. Do people not like the Fallout show? I've only heard amazing things about it. I have not watched it. I watched the part of the first season, and then I had to stop because it was a little bit too gory for me. I'm out here watching Lego Ninjago, so it was a little bit too gory for me, but it seemed like, I don't know, it seemed well made. It seemed like it stuck to the source material. The characters seemed interesting. I knew people really liked the first season, or at least I thought so. Some don't because they don't know what's going on. What do you mean? Like they can't follow it, or like they feel like it doesn't track with the lore of the games? Oh, they should make Lego Fallout. I know they never would, but I've seen some really cool power armor mobs. Can't follow it and it feels like it's all over the place. Well, you know, I was gonna say they should learn to deal with it, but they are, at the end of the day, the audience. And I guess it's important they know what's going on. One, two, three. Big gold gong looking piece, which should have been the one with the Hands of Time logo. I know that that wasn't what they were going for, but it should have been anyway. And a little, I bet someone's gonna make a sticker or a printed piece. Pushes that out a little bit better. Do you think Fallout's gonna get another season, or do you think it's do you think that people not being able to follow it is gonna do it in? Because that would be a shame. Lego and Fallout collab. I want a lucky 30. Yep. Here you go. That would be a sweet collab. What? This here. This goes here. Oh, I see. This goes. And we put some weapons in here, because it is, after all, a blacksmith. That's cute. Those will probably fall out, and I don't know that I'll want that. I'm not a big fan of pieces that float loose in a Lego set, because I like being able to transport them easily. And having loose pieces just are pieces that can fall out and flop around. So that's a bummer. Rumor, yeah, I think it will get into the season because of popularity. I hope so. It's just so rare that we get a video game adaptation that's like passable, that if you have something that's good enough, that's like pretty good, and a lot of people like it, why ruin a bad thing? Or why ruin a good thing, rather? It's the opposite of what I said. Rumors and leaks of a shadow drop of a remaster of Fallout 3 in New Vegas have been made. Whoa. That would be cool. I mean, they did just remake Oblivion. What, last year? It was last year, right? It wasn't 2 years ago? I'm not crazy? Hope so. So I would imagine that that means that they're able to do the pipeline, you know, like either the engine is portable, or they would be able to have a pretty easy pipeline to be able to do remaster the games over to the, sorry, remaster other games made in the same engine to modern consoles. I feel like that should be very doable. This goes there. Oh. Did I miss something? Oh, that just wasn't in all the way. Okay, so this is the thing that holds them in. That holds in this floor. Okay, so this floor is definitively not removable. That's kind of a bummer. But, okay, Sarah. 1 and 2 grates. Oh, this is our little cooktop. You can get by the gore, the lore is deep. Yeah, so I've heard. I mean, I haven't played all of the games, but I've played Fallout 3 and I've played Fallout 4. I thought 4 was okay. 3 was good. Neither of them are quite my style of games, though. I think I wanted something that was that felt a little bit more cyberpunk than Fallout does. Where are the pieces that I need? I need a 1x2 gray piece. Did I drop it somewhere? Is it still in the bag? Did I put it somewhere I wasn't supposed to? It was still in the bag. You know, you'd think after as many years as I've been building Lego, I would stop making these kinds of mistakes. Yet here we are. New Vegas is the best play in story arc. That's the only one that I have not played yet. But I have heard it's the best one. And then the people who developed that went off and made the Outer Wilds, right? Or the Outer Worlds. One of the two. I know that they're two separate games, but I don't remember which one is which, unfortunately. Oh, like that. Offset by 1. Oh, cool. And then this... I gotta reopen this up, because that's kind of how they have you building it. Even though I'd rather do it all closed, because I want to jump ahead and think it looks cool. Your character is a simple courier who survived a bullet to the head. Oh, interesting. Is that why you kind of are reset from, like, the beginning? One, two... Ooh, I can hear the snowplows going by. There's that. Toss a little teacup on there. I feel like I shouldn't have a 1x4 tile. Call it a hunch. But where did I miss out on a 1x4 tile? Put one there, didn't I? Yes. Okay. A 1x4 here. I see. It was on the back of this. Let's flip this around. These weren't supposed to go right on it. They were supposed to go on a 1x4 plate that then attached on. Like this. And then these go across. That makes more sense. That lines up better. That's cool. Like I said, lore is deep. Yeah, that makes sense. One thing that I mean, I loved playing Fallout 4 because I'm, you know, without getting too much into it, generally from the New England area. And so getting to run around what, you know, like post-apocalyptic Boston was very fun and silly for me. And it seemed like with the show, they really paid attention to that lore too, which is what you'd want to see. Let's toss these minifigures up here so we can have them be visible. And now we're going to build Ray, who is Kai and Nia's father.
Foundation is good
Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the show, but it doesn't spoil that much. Just that they have one, and his name is Ray. Yeah, in the show they focus on California. The first scene of the show was very striking. I thought that was very, very well made. Like right before everything explodes. I just recently saw like a breakdown of it, which reminded me how awesome it was. There we go. I think it's a bummer that they made all the previous Elemental Masters and give them like these little legacy stands, except for Ray and Maya don't get stands. I might try to like buy extra pieces just so that I can give them stands to match all the others. I don't know if I want to do all that. Forest. Snowed in, couldn't be me. Hey, Sawyer. Yeah, must be nice. Must be nice in ye old tropical lands, I'm sure. How's the weather? How's the weather where you are? Quick spoiler. Okay, well, I won't read it out loud then. Okay. All right. Noted. Fun little fact of information. There was a in 2011 there was a little tiny version of the blacksmith shop that was made and as a set, and this is the way that they built the anvil in that set. And they've basically replicated it for this set, just as a fun little callback, which is very sweet. This goes this direction. There we go. Hi, freaking gorgeous. Oh. Isn't this pretty? This is where we're at with this build. It's got the little base, all the little stonework, and then you open this up and it's got a little bed over here, and then we've got a little forge that we're working on over here. And then when we're done, look a little something like that. I'm having a lot of fun with this one. Big nerd hours here in the Brickstorian world. Whoa! There's a transparent blue head. And it goes, oh, I get, because it's water. Oh, that's cute. Very cute. Interesting the way that this is laid out. Kind of implies that in order to get from this side of the house to this side of the house is very difficult. Like, why is the forge here? I feel like the forge should be over here or over here, but whatever. I am not the designer. I'm just... Your Honor, I was Eepy. Your Honor, I was Snooby. Snobby. Snooby. I will start homework and stream soon, I promise. Well, you know, Your Honor, a Lego set ate my homework. That is sure to fly in college, I'm sure. Oh, hey, I'm grateful to you for hanging out with me for so long today. We're having a lot of fun. I love this little phone thing, because this little phone build, because I remember I never noticed this phone in the show, But I got to go back and rewatch it and see see that they put this little conspicuous blue, this like feudal Japanese inspired like building, beautiful blacksmith shop of the old world, and it has a blue phone. Sure, why not? Okay, this is what I've been waiting for. Everyone that I've seen talk about this set online has been hyping up this one thing, which is that the pillars, the columns outside, are built studs not on top. And I'm very curious to see what that means. Like, I know that, so there's an open stud here. Maybe it's just that one. There's an open stud, upside down stud there. So I wonder if that's what people are talking about. Like, everyone's been raving about how awesome of a part usage this is. Is it worth the hype? Nothing in life ever is. Lego broke its code on a Disney set? Oh, do tell. Was it Indiana Jones? I believe that. Yep, this is exactly where this goes. Sorry, this wasn't yep to that. This was yep to this. There we go. There's our little pillar there. That's feels unnecessary, but is cool. Skipping our ad by our soda overlords. I wonder if this clock's time is a reference to something. It's what? Not quite midnight or noon. It's 11:53. Is 11:53 a reference in the Ninjago world to something? Not that I can think of. Maybe it's a Hands of Time thing? I've just got some friends who are experiencing it, who are on a watch through for the first time of the whole show. So I will be able to look through and keep an eye out for that, I guess. Cars 2? Wait, Disney broke their code or Lego Disney? Oh, Lego broke its code on a Disney set. In a Cars 2 set? Go on. I would believe that it's when Sensei Wu visits Kai in the original. I'd also be willing to believe, like, if it's something along the lines of, like, when the show was on, like, if the show came on at noon every day, but 11:53 feels weirdly specific. Yeah, maybe it's just visible in the background of the animation, so the designers are like, I suppose we have to stay true to the animation. What am I looking at? Oh, okay, this goes underneath this. That makes sense. Then this is another like 2-in-1 kind of situation. Lego broke it in Cars 2. Both of them oil rig with the car and the compactor crushed with adding eyes, and the military boat the professor is on. Yeah, the military one, I see them. I feel like they break that often, right? Like that, people always talk about that Lego won't do military in sets, but I feel like just by, I mean, I've got Avatar sets and they have military in those. It's not strictly like, I don't know, the US, like a governmental military, but it's close enough that that's cool how that locks in. Sorry, tangent. That's cool how that locks in. But I feel like they are willing to break that rule often enough that it's whatever at this point. I mean, even in the Pixar set, they made the Army Men from Toy Story. So that counts. No military. Oh yeah, what about Star Wars? Star Wars! They put the wars in Star Wars. Oh, hey, Yakov, whose whole government name is in your username. How's it going? We're building a little blacksmith stop. Look how cute it is. That's the funniest thing to me about YouTube is that like even with people whose names I'm just gonna use because they're public. Like Michaela's YouTube account is just her first name and last initial, and Coda's was in here earlier, and I think it's Coda Bean. And like so many people's YouTube accounts, like I'm so used to before when I streamed on Twitch being very careful about people's names because like you don't want to dox people, and then people pop into YouTube and because it's just tied to like Google or whatever, it's just out there in the open. Yeah, furiously writes down name. And Jet Black Joe 18, which is your full government name, right? Oh my god, the plows are out there going at it. Yeah, it's good for the brand. You guys are missing out on one heck of a storm up here. Missing out, yeah, right. But we have about, I don't know, probably a little over a foot, 12 to 14 inches of snow right now. So that's cool. I think it's interesting that they made this out of three of these like individual pieces as opposed to one of the larger plant elements. I mean, surely those must line up, right? I happen to have a whole bin of plant elements on me at all times. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. I have all these in a stack. This here, like, I'm not crazy, right? They could have just used one of these instead of 3 of these. Does it add much? Not really. I mean, maybe a little bit. Maybe it adds height and adds dimension. It adds part count.
Isn't it great that
Skip this ad. Anyway, we'll put this back on this. I have too many of these. Close to 1,000 subscribers feels crazy. Hey man, you have earned it. And also congratulations on being near 1,000 subscribers. If you have any tips and tricks, let me know. Let a little YouTuber know. Yeah, I'm out here thriving. I've at time for documentation's sake. So when we're all big and famous, we can look back on it. As of today, I have 359 subscribers. So I can do the obnoxious YouTuber thing of like, so if you're not subscribed, do it now. Is that right? Yes. I don't know, it always bugs me when people say like, don't forget to subscribe, because in my mind, if the content is good, people will come. People will enjoy it, and they will want to stick around. Apparently that is a hot take in this day and age. Thank you very much. I'm very proud of my modest numbers. Yeah, exactly. For those of you who are wondering, 60% of you who are watching this aren't subscribed right now. I'm like, shut up. I'm not subscribed because you do this. Oh, this is the bit I've been looking forward to. This is the no walking sign. Not the bit. There are many bits. And God bless a white sticker on a white background. So if I get it off, it doesn't matter. I feel like I fluctuate back and forth so wildly on whether or not I don't mind stickers or I absolutely despise stickers. Right now I'm in an absolutely despising stickers trend of my life. Because I just print the piece. Whatever. Not a hill I'm willing to die on, but still frustrating. If I like it, I'll subscribe, but I'll always ask at the end. Okay, there you go. honestly, I know that the meta favors people. Like, if you ask, people are more likely to do it because it, like, reminds them or whatever. Shoot, never subscribe. I was just reminded. Thanks, Sawyer. Yeah, it's that. I get it. Like, if you don't, like, if you don't tell people to do it, then they just don't think of it, I guess. Which I get. I'm a forgetful person. But I don't like begging, you know? Yeah, exactly. It works. It works, but I don't like that it works. That's been the weirdest, hardest thing about doing YouTube, in my opinion, is how much of it is, like, meta and, like, basically sales, for lack of a better word. And, like, social media engineering and everything. I don't know, man. I just want to talk about Lego. I want to talk about Lego the way that I want to talk about Lego. So I do. And we'll see. My goal has never been to make a ton of money. My goal, if I ever make money, my goal is just to make enough money that I can buy Lego sets and have it not cost me anything to make this content. To, like, you know, to make enough money that I don't have to worry about how much money I'm spending to talk about on Lego sets. And if I ever was more successful than that, I would love to be part of the Lego Ambassador Network so that I could get sent sets for free and in advance so that I could talk about them in advance. I think that would be cool. But if none of that ever happened, well, I would still keep doing it. So. Oh, here's where I messed up. On this, we're supposed to have this underneath it to, oh, I see, to offset it. That makes sense. I'll admit I don't edit all my stuff. It's just raw and all VOD. I don't use scripts. As someone asked me if I use a script, all dark humor is genuine. Exactly. Exactly. I use scripts, well, I mean, I just do different styles of content. The live streams are just something I do for fun. Because I like building these sets and talking about them, and I like being able to, like, talk back and forth between you and me. Whereas I feel like, so I do live streams to build sets and talk about news and that kind of thing. Then long form videos are kind of the stuff that I care the most about, because that's topics that I have thoughts on. And those are scripted. I'm still working on my script writing. Would not say that it's a strength of mine. But, you know, we're getting there. And then I also make shorts that are mostly to, I don't know, show off the stuff that I talk about in my long form. Or to, like, advertise, it's the wrong word. It's not the word I'm looking for. But draw attention to and get kind of a wider audience on. Just move that. Boop. You know, I should probably move this. This is my music device. I should just move this closer. Yeah, the bearded wonder reveals himself. Every word is genuine out of my mouth using the scripts feels weird, considering I like being different. Yeah, no, fair enough. There is, I wish that I were more able to do off the cuff and get out with the things, because, like, the scripted videos that I have are things that I have a point to what I want to talk about, and there's like there's a goal there. Okay, all the pillars are built upside down. That's cool. And I feel like if I go unscripted, I'm not gonna get out the things that I want to say. I'm just gonna ramble, which is what I do when I stream. And that's part of the charm, one hopes, of streaming, is that I'm just rambling. But when I have a point that I want to make, then I want to actually make that point. And so I script. And I heavily edit as well. Because I find that fun. for some weird sadistic reason. Regardless, we love your content. That is very kind. And you know, that's the other reason I stream, is because I like to hang out with you guys. I feel like I've made connections through streaming, and I've made some fun little online friendships, and that is fun. You certainly don't get that not streaming. I don't know, I feel like I don't get that kind of... There's not that kind of community in just making long form or short form content for that. I'm doing these way all out of order. That's fine. Why do you edit? I hate myself. Yep. I don't tend to edit out what I talk about, but I like having like graphics and stuff, and I have fun with lighting and stuff. Part of what I do with my day job is I do lights, and so it's good fun to be able to use that knowledge in actual, like, something that I care about. It's just a little green piece. Yep, hanging out the bottom. All right, that's fine. We've certainly moved on to the roof at this point, and it makes me a little nervous that I've just opened bag 8, and we have 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 that are all just dedicated to the roof. That makes me nervous. I don't know that I care about the roof that much, but here we go. Some edit, just subtitles. When I get a new Lego strat, I'll stream it for you, because I've made about 4 since we last talked. 4 or 5. Which ones? Because I know that you were going to do the Gizmo one, and the gingerbread AT-AT. I think I stopped by for your gingerbread AT-AT one briefly. But what other fun ones have you built? By the way, that gingerbread AT-AT is still often out of stock, but it is not retiring. So it's going to be, I figure at this point, I'm just going to wait for it to be like available generally and buy it in like June, and then just hang on to it until whenever, till Christmas time next year, and then build it as a little surprise treat next year. Because I love that it's a Christmas themed set, but they're just like leaving it out on store shelves so that you can buy it. That's fun. It's not like the, they made that holiday diorama set that was like the Christmas Millennium Falcon interior, and they pulled that right after Christmas. So yeah, point is, I'm glad that they're not doing that. Okay, got there. And this is just a different height of roof. This is all preparing me for, just recently was gifted a bunch of sets that are all like city sets and like modular buildings and that kind of thing. So building up this roof is just preparing my endurance for that. Great. And this one. I like that they at least try to keep it more interesting. Like, they don't have you do the same step over and over again. They vary it up a skosh. Is it Gizmo's, Fox? Oh, Fox? Gizmo, Star Wars logo, Tantive 4, and Minecraft scenery. Very cool. Okay. Let's assume that is for support. Which maketh sense. Let's clear a little space here in the center so I can see what I'm doing. Go. Little corner moment over here. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what other fun sets I've built recently. I haven't gotten any like impulse sets recently. Just some old Ninjago sets that I was already going to build, like the Dragonian Storm Village. I finally got around to building, which was exciting. Oof, my back is starting to complain. That's the biggest part of... the biggest way in which I feel old. It's not the fact that Ninjago is 15 years old, although that certainly doesn't help. It's that my back hurts when I build Lego. I think you like my display. I look forward to seeing it. Oh, then this... Here, I've gone back and forth about whether or not I'm going to get that logo. Because I think it looks really cool, and I think it would look awesome in a collection. But it feels unimaginative, and I feel like I would regret it. You know, I was just talking earlier about like sets that spark joy. I feel like that's a set that I would get it and then be like, okay, I'm done with that. But I swear I'm starting it soon. POV neurodivergent. Yep, I feel you. I'm a big procrastinator. Well, that's part of the reason why I haven't streamed in a while as well, is that I just haven't... Like, I know I should, and I know I really want to. It's not always about what you want. It's not always about what you should do. It's giving me some good time, though, to edit some videos. I have shorts, cool minifigure Thursday videos lined up pretty much through the end of the year and the end of 2026. And I have my next long form video is in the can. No, in the can, but in a good way. It is filmed and edited. Working on a thumbnail for it right now. And then starting work on the store display video, part 2. The only problem is that I've realized that that's going to cost me a lot of money to restore all that, because there's so much physical damage to it that I need to pay for materials to fix it, which is awesome. Because, you know, I actually don't think that I spend enough on Lego stuff. I think that I need to spend more. More. Always more. I think this is going to be where the sign goes. The Four Weapons Blacksmith sign. I bet it's going to go there, and I bet this is the feature that knocks it off and knocks out the map in the back. It's going to be a fun feature. Y'all remind me to get a comfier chair next time I do this. It's devastating. I will do chem soon, I swear, guys. Best of luck, my friend. Should go shower real quick before I start? Go for it. Have a lovely shower. Flipping this over. You know exactly where I will be. Just right here doing this. And having a wonderful time. A wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. No, we're done with Christmas. Christmas is over. I did just recently have to push out a video that I filmed before the holidays. And I referenced the fact that it's before the holidays in that. And I had to push it out after the holidays, so that's awkward as heck. But oh well, not much I could do about that. Okay, Sarah. No. Okay, I thought I dropped a piece. I didn't. It feels so bad for you. You won't be done till past 11. Feel bad for me. Don't feel bad for me. I'm building Lego, man. This is R&R. This is rest and relaxation right here. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. this lines up perfectly with that in theory. And this lines up with that in theory. What is theorying bad? That's it. Okay. Is this like that? No, this has to go on like that. And this should be 1 over. There, 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 there. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're starting to have roof. I sound like I'm going crazy. We have roof, guys. We have roof. Excellent. Yes, okay, that piece lines up with that little green piece there. Oh no, this is a lot of stuff. Oh, I was supposed to put things on top. That's fine. I just realized that I had a bunch of extra pieces. You never ever want to have that many extra large pieces. It means you've really done messed up. You done messed up, Aaron. Somebody recently referenced Key and Peele at my work the other day. That really messed with me. I didn't like that. Was not a fan. Please?
Help fuel your
Please
heat
fit?
with 30
Put a pause on the music real quick. What is not lining up here? You in place. You in place. This not in place? For why? If I remove this, is this the troublesome piece? Does everything else? Yes, everything else fits. Oh, it's that you don't line up. Oh, because you're not in the hole. There we go. God, I sound like a crazy person. That's fun. I hope that my audio still sounds good, especially in the music department. The music is not too loud. Because I worked really hard at that, and I would be bummed if it had been destroyed. I don't know if Yakov or Sawyer or Julia are still watching. Some folks that I know from offline. But if they are, I will have to show y'all my setup for today. I'm very proud of it. Every day, we improve a little bit. Okay, so... roof... Ah, here we go. So this is the Kai ZX hood. Matches the one that I have here on the character display. Here's that again for folks who might not have seen it before. It has the cool... Oh gosh, I'm breaking it. Pop Lloyd back on there. Cute, very cute. This on the back. But we're getting an extra one of the ZX hoods as a little Easter egg inside the top here. And here is a printed map of the weapons, the map to the 4 weapons, which actually, I have a real version of that map. Let me grab that real quick. Okay, so we can kind of compare and contrast this as we get there. But I have a physical version of the map to the 4 weapons of Spinjitzu. Maybe this is not accurate. One of these is not. But we'll put that up there as our reference point. Diving back into this. I'm still nervous about the roof of this set. Still taking up however many bags. But this one was not bad. This was not a bad first start. We still got a bunch of stickers that I have yet to acknowledge. Which is a bummer, but that's fine. And I've still got Dua Lipa levitating stuck in my head. Specifically like left foot, right stomp, levitating yellow. Or however it goes. Left foot, right stomp. That's the cha-cha slide, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Alright. Thought you would laugh at that? Laugh at what? Laugh at you laughing? I don't know. Let me see what something... Did you type something and then it got moderated out? That's funny. Devastating, but funny. Ooh, I like that these slopes all line up, even though these ones have a little chunk for a thing in the back. That's cool. 1, 2, and then a corner. And the same on this side. 1, 2. That's something I realized that I did while I was working on Zane's Titan mech recently, was that I tapped the thing to try to shake up loose pieces, and that's when I feel absolutely crazy. One more subscriber and I'll do my organic Cam Lab stuff. Trust. There you go. Yakov wishes he could join the live and discuss his Lego store. Hey man, there's nothing stopping it. Absolutely nothing at all. His sobriety is suspect. Even better. Come talk about Lego. Absolutely having a fun time. On Lego approved substances, likely juice. I love when they make bars in Lego sets and it's just like they have bottles behind the counter and it's like, what do you think is back there? Could be anything. Probably juice. Also, Sawyer, I'm willing to bet that if his sobriety is suspect, then yours is absolutely out the window. Just a guess. That doesn't feel right. Is it? Really? 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 Okay. This is like a multi-tiered roof kind of dealio bashmelio. That is a cool word to say. Gives me a lot of street cred. And I bet this is where our little shrine moment goes. You being childish? I wouldn't believe it. There's a lovely quote from a very old Doctor Who. The Doctor says, "What's the point of being grown up if you can't be childish sometimes?" And honestly, spitting facts. Straight vibes.
This just feels so right.
4 of these vertical grill. Are there 4 of these vertical grill pieces? No, they're not grill pieces. I see. Oop, didn't see an ad and had to skip it. Oh, we got 3 scars? In what time frame? Since I last streamed? Because that's crazy. Okay, we pump this. Whoa, we drop stuff and we break stuff. Breaking, dropping. Foosball got intense one day. No way you got scars from foosball. That feels illegal. Foosball is a no-contact sport. Honestly, let's get... You know what Mr. Beast would be good for? is making a real life version of foosball, and don't say that that's just soccer. I mean foosball, where you have to do a big backflip every single time you want to hit the ball, or a front flip, either way, and it's all in the air, and everyone's I don't know about everyone's on sticks, but yeah, I'm sure you could work with it. I thought about it and I was like, that would be a hilarious video idea, and then I went, no it wouldn't, and then I went, but you know who I'd love to watch try is Mr. Beast. So I did my signature spin and ripped my hand on the handle. Good lord. There's supposed to be a 2x2 round reddish brown piece here somewhere. I mean, there's this, but this is not a plate, that's a tile. Is it still in the bag? Because that seems to be a recurring theme. It is not. Oh my god, I already put it on. Holy crap. I am so stupid. Teamage did that years ago. Real life foosball. Damn. Missed opportunity. Okay, we pop this on these bad boys. There we go. I would argue that this feels a little bit more superfluous than the base. The base was like fine. This is a lot. One there, one there. Straight piece across the top. Straight brick going that way. Oh, I missed a step. No, I didn't. Those are there from before. Okay. We're roofing it on the sides. There's some. It was done 8 years ago by them. There's some knowledge of how old I am. Listen, I don't want to hear about being old. I just recently had. In my place of work, where I work my day job, had a 17-year-old guess my age, and they guessed that I was 39. And I won't say how old I am, although I think I've probably already said it before on somewhere, but for posterity's sake, I won't say how old I am. But let's just say I'm not 39. And I am far enough away that that's a little bit insulting. He meant well. Actually, I think he subscribed to this channel. Hi, Eli. That would be hilarious if he was watching currently. Stick that there. That's a cute little thing. I look 25. Well, I will take that as a compliment. Thank you very much. I'm in an age bracket where looking 25 is a compliment and looking 39 is an insult. So that's good. Good. Oh, these are going to be angly pieces. Cool. 19 had been called 16. Oof. I remember one of the first times that you ever tuned into a stream, you mentioned that you had what you, in your words, a baby voice. And you were like, I promise I'm older than I seem. But then I remember tuning into your stream and for the first time being like, no, you sound, I don't know, you seem 19. Building 2 of those. So put that to the side. My wife is doing a very fun game right now where she's playing Sims with a friend. And they are building rooms and alternating off which one. Like alternating off who builds what rooms in their house. It's very fun. I can do a higher pitched voice and many other towns with my voice. Ongoing joke about adult anime. Oh, good lord. Keep it PG-ish. There we go. Oh, nope. Still need these. One. I feel like I'm missing one here. Here it is. I'm just blind. That's the thing that kills me, is that like 50% of the time I've lost a piece somewhere. And the other whatever percentage, also 50%. I'm just blind and or stupid. Dang, that's really coming together. This is gonna be tall. This is gonna be a tall building. But it opens up real pretty. What more could you ask for? And then this is the thing in the ceiling, methinks. Nope. 2 of these. 1 and 2. These. 1 of these. Oh, and we're doing a sticker thing. Oh, yes. I knew about these. So these are for the... Here, I'll zoom in on this because I think it's very cool. There we go. These over here are the spinner cards. They correspond to the 2011 cards that came with the cards that came with the 2011 sets. The little spinner accessories, and we're putting them in here. That would be a fun little video to make, is comparing all of the spinner cards. Their set variants. That's a little bit too off center for me. There's a certain amount of crooked that I can deal with on a sticker. A certain amount that's too much. Nope, that is still... It's better. But I don't know if y'all can hear that snowplow going by. Yeah, we'll call that good enough. I think it's so small that it doesn't even show up in focus. So I think it is certainly good. Pop this on here. Pop this on here. And there we have our little mask and card moment. I love that that's something that they keep putting in sets, are these spinner cards. And then we just have in the roof this little reference to Kai, and then spoiler alert, there's going to be a almost identical one on this side for Nia as well. But first, we have to build the sign for the blacksmith shop. This set brings a lot of joy. I like that. Bop that there. And bop that there. Let's see. Make sounds, but it's all joke. We make it like we are voice actors for me and a friend. Oh boy. Oops, I've done this upside down. We're an interesting group, but hey, we have a fake band name and also a movie idea. All right, well, pitch me your fake band name and your fake movie idea. This is your time to put it on the internet, if it's not already. No, wait, what? I did this backwards. Silly. Tism totem pole. That's honestly, that is pretty good. That is not the worst I've heard by a long shot. I love that this little build looks like a samurai who's like a New York samurai who was pissed off. Like, hey. Let me do that. Hey. What's I'm walking here. Can't make yourself laugh. Who can you? Let's start with number 4. I hope that these ones aren't also upside down. Yeah, that's pretty close. Movie idea is a long explanation, I would say, on stream if you remind me. I'm fighting. I'm fighting here. Good. We bought that on this side. So presumably this is going to go some... Oh yeah, I bet it goes right like that. I'm going to put it there in advance, just because I'm so confident. Now I want this. That's a pretty perfect. That one's perfect. Heck yes. Way better than the other one. Means that they're now uneven, but that's fine. Put that in. And then... Yep, I was totally right. Feels good to be right. Doesn't happen very often. But that goes on like that. Whoa. There we go. It's a little less stable now that one half has roof and the other half doesn't. Okay. And this is the one. I thought that they said that this one, that they put this sticker on upside down. But I do not see that to be the case. Either way, it's a tile. So it doesn't really matter. I could just flip it. Well, let me take a look at the front of the manual. Shows it with the chain up. This shows it with the chain up. And then where's the... Oh. Yeah, this shows it with the chain down. Okay, so it is like that. Even in this image right next to it, it's the wrong way. It's upside down. That's embarrassing. That's like we were talking about with, like, come on, guys. Make your... Proofread your things. I know the designer has talked about it. He was like, I realized later that it was upside down, which is fine. But surely there should be other people who are part of this production process. Okay, and then... You push this and the sign pops off. Yep, it's got a little don't hit people in the face with it. It's a projectile thing. So I'll put it on like this. And then it's just open enough that I can slip. Wait, what? I don't understand. This map is supposed to hide behind it, but it just slips through. Maybe I'm supposed to just fit it like that? That doesn't feel right. Did I build this correctly? Yeah. Well, I guess we'll call that good for now. But that's very loose. I'm not stoked about that. I might want to add, even if it's just a little, like, something like this, so that it, I don't know, maybe that's even too big. I did it like that, and rested it in like that. I don't know, that's sloppy. When I made a backhand motion, you talked about hitting people in the face. Hey, what can I say? I'm a comedic genius. Oof. That's rough. Well, I'll leave it for now. I won't get too upset. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Hey, maybe these two missing ingot pieces that I don't know where they were supposed to have gone will reveal the secret. Where did these go? Uh-oh. Ingot, ingot, ingot. Ingot, ingot, ingot. Oh, I see one there that's not there, so I bet they both go. I bet one goes here, and I bet one goes over there as well. Great, perfect, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, these over here. Pick up all the crap that I'm knocking off. Okay, here's this. Here's bag number 10. Oh my gosh, I forgot that we still have more minifigures to go. We're 3 bags to the end here. I guess I should start the homework stream. Well, that is so fair. Hey, if you want, you could always... They don't do, raids on Twitch, or on YouTube, do they? Like, I could raid you, or... You know, I guess not. Oh, well, see you around, hopefully. See you around, my friend. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. Oh, here's a good example of this is a reused city face that they've reused for an Ninjago character, which is fine, but is not great for something bigger, you know? There we go. Here's Maya. So now we have Ray and Maya, the previous masters of water and fire. I suppose I should probably grab the master of lightning from the character display. Let me grab that real quick. I will be right back. Okay, here is our previous elemental master of lightning, whose name has recently been revealed to be, and I am not making this up, Liber, which feels like a word that I should not be allowed to say on the internet. I wish they'd picked a better sounding name than that. And I can attach it. If I pop this off, this is designed to swap around. Then this pops back in here. And we can take this piece, swap her around to the other side, and she can go attached to the character display. We'll have another one of those in a bit. That's the previous master of Earth. So that will be cool. Let's move these back here. Whoa, I sneezed so hard I almost fell over. That's nuts. Okay, so now we're on to building the other half of this. Significantly fewer pieces in this side of the building. Maybe bigger pieces, question mark? I don't know. I've learned my lesson with this to not have it stick out too much. Pop this back in like that. Excellent. Pop this off the side. And here we'll hang down this little... I like that it has symmetrical lanterns. That is very cute. Oh, and this also has an inverted stud. Okay, so all of these truly are built studs not on top. All right, I am impressed. I don't know if I would have been originally. Like, I wasn't when I first saw this, and then everyone was hyping it up so much that I was like, surely it cannot be as cool as I think it is. And it's probably not as cool as everyone makes it out to be, but it is a nifty feature. I don't know. I love seeing LEGO designers flexing, which you don't always see. You certainly don't always see on Ninjago sets, because they rarely have the opportunity to flex unless it's a Ninjago city. Then they get to play around with fun new parts usage and all that jazz. Like this. Ninjago sets just kind of lend themselves to being small and not very intense. which is fine. Someday I would love to get that Temple of Air Jitsu set that is like the first big advanced Ninjago set. It'd be fun to do a little comparison of like how they've grown as a theme. Oh, what? Oh, 2 of these. Okay, that's why they're even. Makes sense to me. Wait, what? 1. Where's the other one go? Well, it would help if I did them going the right direction now, wouldn't it? Again, you would think that after all this time of building Lego, I would be able to follow directions a little bit better. But here we are. 1, 2. Nope. 1 more. 1, 2. Yep. And this long 1x piece. He's going. Yeah, I bet it's like that. Maybe I'm spoiling the fun for myself, like building out, thinking out in advance, you know? But I'm sure it'll be fine. I wonder if it needed to be this tall, though. Well, I guess if they're making it show accurate. That's the thing that you run, that's kind of the issue that you run into with show accuracy, is that things in real life are not always that interesting. And things as they're Lego built, you know, what makes an interesting Lego set does not make an interesting real life building. So they're kind of trapped. I mean, not that Ninjago is real life, I know that. Obviously. But you know, it's built with some semblance of architecture and whatever. I feel like in the show it's lower and it's longer than this one, but that's fine. It's an adaptation. An adaptation. Just feels like a little bit of a lot up top. I'm gonna place this all the way down. A little bit more stability in this push. Maybe I'm weird that I build them in the air. I should just build it flat on the table, but it just doesn't feel natural that way, you know? Okey-doke. On this side, gonna go here. 1 over here. Nope, I should have done this one first. There we go, nailed it. Not as much a fan of these little bits with the double cheese slopes. It doesn't quite match the angle, but I also get why the designer did it that way. I don't know how else I would have done it. Well, I would have done something. I don't know. It is not my job to design a better set. It's just my job to complain about it on the internet. And yes, I have 1 more of these. Excellent. I'm running kind of to the end of this bag. It goes back here. Probably this. I'm a genius. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and here we have a visitor. We have Meowthra has arrived to make his will known. He just recently got out of the vet, which is why his tail looks a little funky. But rest assured, he is at the moment doing okay. Potentially some complications later on, but for now, he's doing just fine. As is evidenced by his desire to be here with you. Oh, and step in all of my loose pieces. We love our pets. Oh my gosh. Dude, come on. Oh. We'll hold him like a baby. Do you have any complaints? Oh, please complain into the microphone. No, nothing. No. This looks like abuse. Drop him down there. I'm also going to move. I think he bumped this microphone because it did not used to be visible. There we go. Nailed it. A little peek behind the curtain, if you will. Or if you won't. That there. You can get here. I think that's it. 4 bag 10. Yes. Okay. Here's all my loose parts that have now been just strewn. They're all over the floor now, thanks to Meowthra's intervention. Honestly, Meowthra would be a really cute name for a cat owned by someone who loves the Lego Ninjago movie. Oh, I also just had another, unrelated to the coworker who thought I was 39. I just had a coworker who the other day was singing one of the Everything is Awesome songs. And he got talking about the Lego movie, and he referenced like, oh yeah, my kid loves those movies. He said like the Lego Ninjago movie. And it was just very off-putting to hear a grown adult coworker of mine say the word Ninjago, like out of context. I feel like Ninjago is my safe word. Nope, not my safe word. It's my my sleeper agent word. And so I was not expecting to just hear someone, especially say it correctly, because I feel like people out of context always assume it's Ninjago, you know? But that's okay. Those people are entitled to their wrong opinions. The only danger for when I'm streaming and no one is actively chatting at the moment is that I kind of ramble a little bit. But hopefully, I like to imagine that that adds to the charm of the production, you know? We're trying something new as well with this stream, where I'm streaming to vertical as well. So if anyone is active in the shorts feed, you may have stumbled across this. Welcome if you're checking this out from shorts. Hopefully everything's lined up correctly, because it does just crop the middle of the screen, the center of it, and that's tough. I'm gonna real quick feed my cat. I will be right back in just a second, so I'll leave this model on display for you. Okie doke. And Kitty has been fed. Good Kitty. This is where I messed up last time, is I didn't see these ingots on either side here. And there. One there. We'll pop some of these. 1 by 1 by 2/3 on top of here. Useful because they are 2 plates tall, instead of a regular plate is 3 plates tall. So if you need to insert a plate and then use a way to get back on system, specifically back on Brick's system, use the 1 by 1 by 2/3, which we've done in this case to add this little clip as well. Put this on here, and then this we're using jumper plates basically to connect into not the anti-studs, but the little pegs underneath the brick. So we actually get off center to spice up our build just a little bit. That's the magic of jumper plates. I believe this gets, yes, because we need to convert from an even number to an odd number up here up top, so that we can have a single point right in the center there. And then this just pops on. Right like that. And yes, I was right earlier, we do have this kind of dual tiered pagoda style roof, which is very cool. And oh, this is the side where we're building the other Nia thing. So on this side we have our little, ooh, that's tough to, oh no, I was grabbing from the wrong place. We have our little Kai shrine And this side, we're going to build a little Nia shrine as well. Be willing to bet, at least. And I'm just noticing as well that, well, can I pop this open? Yes, that's how they have it done anyway. I'm noticing as you pop this open, they have these 2x2 round tiles that go here, and there's going to be another one here, which kind of implies that there was a large beam there that we're doing like a cutaway cross section of, and we're seeing through the beam. So that's pretty cute. I'm occasionally having to mute my music, but that's all good. And we're back on that. Okay. This side feels like it has less roof to it. I think this half of the building is not quite half. Which to me feels like the right call, because, you know, get the bigger... If you're doing something that feels like it's in halves, do the bigger half right away, and then when the second side is smaller, then great. That is less to do. There's one, and I have to build two of these back to back. Whoop. Meowthro's going crazy back there. That's definitely not that I hope to have a new cat at any point in the future, but gosh, if I ever do get another cat someday, Meowthra is an excellent contender for the name. There's one and two, and then another one of these without getting tripped up by looking at pieces that I haven't seen before or had already put on and didn't even notice. Listen, you know, you're a little bit silly when you're building and talking. Is that built taller than... No, that's right. Okay. Two of these. One there. And this is also a good way of doing the roof in a way that feels like it takes up more space than it could. Or, you know, than doing it the slow way. Because we've done so much of this with the tiles here. Or not the tiles, the wedges, the slopes. That it's cool to do the other way. Oh my gosh. Hello. Whoa, did I miss a bunch of chats until just now, or did that just go through? I got a gift. One wonderful people are here. You wanted a raid, right? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Jet. That's very sweet. Bearded Wonder made a link on my stream to your stream. That is very, very kind. I appreciate that. Hello, folks. Especially folks who don't know me. I'm building Lego. Building Lego Ninjago sets, and Ninjago is 15 years old, and that is awful and beautiful. Great Horned Rat, it only me. Welcome, Great Horned Rat. You know, all we need is you. I remember when I was much younger, when I was in summer camp going days of my life, I went to a camp and we sang a camp song called Old Rip the Horny Toad. And everyone, all of the older campers thought it was absolutely hilarious, and they were laughing their asses off, laughing their butts off. Keeping it PG, I guess. And I had absolutely no idea what was so funny, and none of the younger kids did. But anyway, Great Horned Rat reminds me of that. Hopefully that's a compliment. But I feel like with a name like Great Horned Rat, you've got a good sense of humor. And honestly, if you watch Jet's streams, if you hang out with Jet, you definitely have some kind of sense of humor. Because, oof, that boy's got a dark one. Yes, correct. Yes, good. Building two more of these. I'm going to build these in sequence this time. Opposed to the way I did it before. I'm doing work right now, I promise. Excellent. Listen, man, just because I'm old doesn't mean that I'm a teacher. Doesn't mean that I'm a narc. You can do whatever. Is Jet your only viewer? Well, I have no idea, but he's the only one who's chatting with me right now, for which I'm grateful. Well, and now you too, Mr. the Rat. There's multiple people in here and check the viewer count often. Oh, that's very kind. Yeah, you know, I come from... I before I streamed on YouTube and before I did Lego stuff, I've talked about this before, I used to stream on Twitch, and I'm very used to there being just people lurking. And, that's fine by me. But it does mean that I'm going to ramble and talk to myself, which is less entertaining, I feel like, for you. But that's all good. I'm here for the love of the game, baby, you know? There were 6 earlier, but I was the only one chatting. Yeah, that'd be how it is. They call me just Rat. Well, that's Mr. the Rat. Mr. Rat to you. Or to me. Or, yeah, anyway, that was a good bit. A great bit, even. And this is my conceit, is that I just ramble. Which leads to me not saying very much, and also not building correctly very often. But hey, you come for the mediocrity and you stay for the charm, or something. So my wife tells me.
Sarah Lee delayed.
I don't know if you guys can hear these background ads that pop up every now and again. I'm gonna hope not. Okie doke, and here's one of our little spinner cards. Ooh, stickers. Sticker? I hardly know her. That's not a PG joke. We call these streams like Brickstorian After Dark. Working hard and doing my pre-lab right now. Oof. A bunch of my friends are sciencey folks. I am not. But the word pre-lab just struck a chord of fear deep in my heart from their horror stories. All right, there we go. We have a little Nia shrine for her Samurai X outfit, which is fully featured right here. Pretty cute. I wish that they had given her armor in this Legacy remake, but oh well. Suppose beggars can't be choosers, right? And that's it for stickers. Thank God we're done with stickers. That was a good feeling. All right, closing that back up. This stinking map. I'm very mixed on the map piece right now. I think it's great that they added it there, but not how I would have done it, I think. Okie doke. This is our last bag. Wahoo! And this is the bag that has our previous elemental master in it. This is Benton, the previous master of Earth. He is Cole's grandfather, if I remember correctly, because Cole's mother was the master before him. And one thing that I like about this minifigure is that in looking at this, you would think that the torso is gray and the printing is silver, but it is actually the other way around, where the torso is metallic silver and the printing is solid gray. Let's look at his back print as well. So his printing is actually the matte offset to the metallic bit, and I think that that's very cool. It makes me want them to do a version of what's his name, Karloff, but all metal. And this video is about to get to the, or this audio track is about to get to the end. blah. What do you think about the new Ninjago? You mean like the Dragon's Rising show? I think it is mostly very good. I think I like seeing the characters have like character development, and I like seeing the new character, like the original ninja, be mentors to new characters. There's a very, very sweet moment where like Kai is teaching one of the new folks, and he says something about like something, and she goes, "I'm just not as patient as you are." And he's like, you know what? Might be the first person to ever call me patient. And I think that that's a very sweet moment. I think that it allows for sweet moments like that where the characters really feel like they've grown. But I am a little bit starting to get ready for it to end. Specifically because like the old show, they had one villain per season, and it really felt like every season was something different. Season 1 was, or the pilots were skeletons. Season 1 was snakes. Season 2 was the Stone Army and like the final battle thing. Season 3 was rebooted and the robots. Season 4 was the tournament of elements. Season 5 was Moro and ghosts. Season 6 was was Skybound and the genie. And the Sky Pirates was really cool. Season 7 was Hands of Time. Season 8, blah blah blah. Like I could go on and on. And it felt like every season we were doing something different. It felt like there was, while not character growth, because I guess there wasn't really that, it felt just fresh. And I feel like Dragon's Rising is beginning to feel stale. Yes, the Overlord, like the final battle with the Overlord, exactly. And yeah, so anyway, I think in general it's a good move. It's cool to get a more story-focused version of this show that I love from when I was a child. Feels like it's aged with me a little bit, which is cool, and aged with its audience. Blah blah blah. You know, characters have aged up, changed, character growth, progression. That's all cool, but I'm ready for the next thing. I'm done with Lord Roz pretty much. I'm gonna scooch these over and bring the instruction manual back this way because it's starting to get a little bit far over there and difficult to read. I need to be able to see with my old man eyes. What are your thoughts about this new era of Ninjago that we're in? Because I know they've made some choices that are not universally loved. Oh, that's so cool. That fits like a glove. Look at that. I'm positive that that's where that's going, but especially because this is the last bag. I kind of thought they were going to do something that draped over a little bit more, but hey, if this works, I'm cool with it. Four of these. I'm also ready for Garmadon to come back. Like Garmadon, Skylar. Tonally, it feels different. There's, we've gotten a little bit of Dareth, but it feels like it doesn't. It feels like it doesn't want to be that show anymore. But I liked that show, so please bring it back in some form. Whatever. Beggars can't be choosers, and I'm grateful that it still exists as well. I know that it is a popular opinion for LEGO fans to be frustrated at Ninjago for stealing attention away from other themes. But I like it, man. I don't know. And it's 15 years old, so I think that it has earned its place to live alongside other action adventure themes. Like I think we just need to accept the fact that like Dreams is never gonna be as big as Ninjago is, and just let Ninjago be its own thing. Don't try to make other original themes, original action adventure themes compete with it. Because they are simply not going to. It's too big. Not that anything in life is ever too big to fail, but look at the sales of this. I mean, this was impossible to get. I had to get this set off of Amazon because it was out of stock immediately, and I was able to pick this up at a Lego store eventually, but I had to go hunting for it. I think they should have ended it after the battle with the Overlord. Oh wow, okay, that's a hot take. I'm intrigued. Tell me more. Because I feel like some of the best stuff has come since then. Also, some janky stuff, to be fair. One and two, these both go. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about these, like, blocky. There's a lot of use of these little wall elements, I feel like, that I'm not as big a fan of. But, oh, no, they line up well and they kind of go away. So that's probably fine. Probably fine. I wish that it was possible to just stream the show while I built this, but I would get copyright struck in a minute. Nothing makes sense after the Overlord. I would do you one better. That nothing made sense before the Overlord as well. I think that there were some like the first 2 seasons were really tight. Like, they did not waste any time. I've been going back and doing a rewatch with some friends of mine who have never seen the show, and I forgot just how much of a clip they moved at in those early seasons. Like, TikTok, the episode where they find out that Zane is a robot, spoiler, is like episode 4. That's nuts. Because I think of that being like this emotional crux, and then like Lloyd growing up happens really fast too when he gets speed grown. And then after that, they kind of, I mean, Rebooted moves pretty quick as well, but that's because they didn't know how many episodes they were going to have, and if I recall correctly, they got a bunch of episodes canceled. Not got canceled, but they, like, a bunch of episodes got ripped out from under them. They thought they were going to have more, and so they had to rush the storyline. Similar to how I feel about, like, some of the seasons of Legend of Korra, where, like, they didn't know what their time frame was going to be like, so they just tried to do everything all in one go. Heck, they go to space in that season of Ninjago, and for why. But I feel like Tournament of Elements is very fun. Does it make sense for there to be an Elemental Master of Speed? Probably not. But does it make sense for there to be an Elemental Master of Ice and also of Water? Also, probably not. So, you know. And there we go. That's the last bit of the roof. Wait, no, that can't be right. Why is this all... Did I do all of these upside down? Did I do every single one of these upside down? That's kind of impressive. Let me redo one. See if it looks better. I hate that literally the next season, the Overlord is back. Yeah. The next episode, even. But then you get some really lovely moments like, I don't want to spoil it in case any of those friends that I mentioned are watching, but the sacrifice that happens at the end of season 3 hits really emotionally, you know? And then if you're not up to date, which I'm kind of imagining you are, the Overlord does indeed come back as well, which is, you know, probably not the best. But no one likes crystallized, so that's fine. We can crap on that one. If there are any crystallized defenders in the chat, gosh, I would love to go at it. Okay. Yeah, so I did all of these upside down. Ooh, boy, howdy, that's fun. I think this went... How did this one go? So this needs to be facing down. And this needs to be facing up. Wait, what? No. Reversed. Then put this on. That. Yeah, that's the right angle. Okay. So then this goes on like this. Okay, cool. This one goes on like this. Whoa. Nope, I'm silly. Gotta do this the way that the instructions told me to. I've learned my lesson. Yep, cool. Nope, I made my mistake. Going like that. This makes more sense because now we're not hiding, we're not covering up extra detail. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. Now, what did it want me to add? Something over here. Hope you're ready for that movie explanation, buddy. Oh, I'm so ready. Also, I hit the movie in 2017. That's so fair. Absolutely no qualms with that take. I've grown to appreciate it a little bit over time as its own thing. But what I hated the most about it was that it spoils the Green Ninja reveal. Like, that's so important in the show for them to just, like, accept it. Like, it is just fact that Lloyd is the Green Ninja. So if you hadn't watched the show and you try to get into it, which is what, you know, they had the redesigns. So clearly they were trying, that they kept in the show, is my point. So the point is that they were clearly trying to get people to watch the show. But they spoiled a large part of the show. So, you know. Oh well. And these go up. Gosh, this is so detailed. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's the reskin for me. Yeah, the redesigns. No, that's so fair. I've gotten used to them, but it's a bummer that we have, like, in one of the seasons, they see their future reflections, and they kind of, it's meant to be like a glimpse into the future, and it's a whole thing. And those are all based off the original designs. And now we, like, unless they revert back somehow, we're never going to see those future designs, because they just aren't, you know, they grow up to look different. And it's been pretty much confirmed that it's not, like, even though they do have a throwaway line about it being because of time travel, like, it's pretty clearly not, because they have flashbacks to the old designs. So, okay, that's just them aging. Yeah. The other one for me is Lloyd's voice actor is just a man now. And I think growing up, sure, was important. But I wish especially that when they'd done flashbacks to a child Lloyd, I wish they'd used the original voice actor, because I think she did a phenomenal job, and why not? Uh-oh, folks. I messed up. I messed up again, because I have 4 of these that I shouldn't have. And I bet I know exactly where they're from. Oh. They're from here. Yeah. That wasn't what I was expecting, but Okay, let's remove this whole center section. Turns out these wooden planks are supposed to be raised from the black of the ceiling. That's fine, I suppose. That's okay. That goes over the top. And we are, for all intents and purposes, fini. Oh, I never noticed that they replaced Wind Kid with Lloyd back here. That's wild. That will go in my instruction manual collection somewhere. These are all the extra pieces. They will go back there. No, back there. There we go. This is my music iPad. Then let me just monitor myself. Okay. So these are also extra pieces. Here is the finished set. And I think it looks pretty good. Here it is from the front. It's a little dark on the inside. Definitely could have used a light kit in there. But then it opens up. Oh, I forgot you're supposed to take off the centerpiece first. This lifts. And it's all tiled off, which looks awesome, but it is covered in fingerprints, so I might try to add something there to like what if this had some sort of, I don't know, handle or something. Not this, because this looks bad, but something like that to lift this off in the center. You know what? What if I put two of these just like that? Does that look terrible? I don't know if it looks show accurate, but lift that off in the center. These open up. And then we get our blacksmith shop. And we can put our Kai, which actually, Rat, you'll like this, that he originally had his movie head and hair combo, which rolled back here somewhere. And I took them off and replaced them with the original Kai head and hair. So this is fully show accurate. And we'll put him in here. Let me lift this up. And, you know what I might do? I have in the city markets, they gave him a glowing katana because he is forging it. I can always replace this with this glowing orange katana. Nah, we'll stick to the way that it was intended. I mean, except for the fact that I just changed his head and hair combo. Okay. And we'll put him in here. He is forging away. They've also included his helmet and his armor from the pilots as well that he goes and fights Samukai in. And we'll add Sensei Wu. He'll go here at the front door. We'll put Nia. Wait, which Nia is the right one? Well, I have the original and I have the remake one here. This is the remake one. I'll have her put her in the bedroom here. I'll probably take her. She doesn't need her knives. I think it's cool that they're in here. She doesn't need to hold them. He'll go there so that when this closes up, she is standing kind of over by Kai. Can I give her the more cheerful face? Yeah. Cute. Put that there. Close this up. Ray and Maya. Oh, hang on. Just get through that. There we go. Ray and Maya don't really have a place here because they're clearly meant to be previous elemental masters. So we'll just put them to the side. Benton goes on his little stand here. And we'll attach him. Move this over. We'll attach him to the side of the 15th anniversary display. These are all excess. These are nothing. Wait, did I put the wrong Sensei Wu here? Oh my lord, I did. I put the original one from the... I didn't put the remake one. Okay. Sensei Wu goes there. I would love someday to do a full stop-motion recreation of the pilot episodes, just using this set. I feel like it's accurate enough that you probably could. I just don't understand. Maybe if I put this off center or something. It's like, I don't understand how this is supposed to sit. Maybe just like that. It just falls through. That's really disappointing. I'll have to modify it, I guess. In some way. We'll think of something. But for now, we'll just kind of slot it in. Gosh. I can. And then, because I have an extra one, if I can get to it, it's behind all my camera equipment. Here's my box of extra Ninjago stuff. Got some of the gimmick sets here as well. I have a spare Samukai. One of them is in a display case. Here's my extra. Which is a wild flex. You know how much this benefited. I got it in a trade from a friend. And we'll put Samukai here. So, yeah. He's lurking. He's lurking around. There we go. There we have our Four Weapons Blacksmith. I'm mostly very jazzed about this set. Very excited to put it with my legacy display stuff. For now, I'm very tired. So I think I'm going to call it here. But thank you all for joining me. Good to meet you, the Rat. Jet, always good to see you. Folks who might have come by and haven't said anything, that's all good. Appreciate you being here. And I think I'm going to call that for tonight. So I'm going to go in the other room, switch it all off. But good night, everyone, and I'll see you next time.